Welcome to the 2019 U.S. Open One Pocket Championship. Proudly presented by CueSports International and hosted here in Las Vegas at Griff's Billiards. This is the finals. It is one race to four. Now, let's hear of our opponents. First up, coming up from the one-loss side, let's put our hands together for Mr. Shane Van Boening. And his opponent, still undefeated in the event, Mr. Warren Kiamco. Right now, I'd like to turn it over to my two esteemed colleagues in the booth, Mitch Ellerman and George Teachea. And gentlemen, you have a great match. You may lag for break.
Thanks for that great introduction, John Lehman. Mitchell, what do you have here?
Oh, it's going to be a high-octane match.
High-octane match?
Oh, yeah. Gabe, a little upset. He just was defeated by Shane in about 30, 35 minutes, I'm assuming.
Yep.
So Shane's a little motivated. And I don't know if you guys know this. I mean, I've been watching him a long time. And he gets this little strut where he's a little bit quicker around the table, a little quicker around the corner, chest walk a little higher. And I think I catch myself doing the same stuff.
During the
be
finals?
quite honest. When I'm feeling good,
yeah.
oh,
yeah.
man. You just get that certain little walk about you, a little swagger, and, ooh, boy, you're in for a hurting.
I see it when he's determined. I've seen it. For instance, he'll lose a match and have to come back through the one-loss side, and you'll see it in all those matches. When he's leading, when he's not threatened, he kind of is a little more relaxed. When he's under the gun, the man seems to just eat it up and step up. It's amazing to see the intensity flow out of him when he's really focused, when he wants the win.
All right, well, right now we're going to buckle up and bring it to you firsthand. Warren hit a pretty good break right there. I think the cue ball, he cannot see the 4 ball due to the 1 ball. Perhaps maybe bank the 1-4, separate, leave the 1 higher and drift into the 8, freeze to the stack.
He's banking the 9-3 and
well,
stopping the
that's
cue ball.
same principle.
Okay.
That's a good shot too. He just wanted a little bit of love, but now he's looking to see if the 15-6 goes and if he sold out the 11 ball. Oh, wow, the 3 ball come up way high. Warren's just going to bank that into the stack.
He might not be able to see it. From this angle right here that we're looking at.
I'm looking right up at the table. I think he can see it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking off screen. I'm cheating.
That's not cheating. That's just good business. I just can't see that far. But Warren's come through this undefeated. He's had some very good matches. He beat somebody by the name of Mitch Ellerman.
Yeah,
He also beat somebody by the name of Billy Thorpe. He also beat Mr. Bob Herchick. He also defeated Mr. Gabe Owen, who had a very, very good tournament until he ran into the buzzsaw with the warrior, Warren Kiamco. Gabe was the one that put Shane over to the 1-loss side, and Shane came back with a vengeance.
All right, as predicted, 3 ball bank into the stack.
And there goes your 11 ball. Hello, Warren.
Back cut the 14 with a little low left gibberish.
Yeah.
And he's going to say, you better try SVB. Now, I'll tell you what. Both of these guys have been running balls in this game.
Yes.
On another level.
They run balls very, very well. The only one that does it as well or close, would be Alex and would be Corey Dewell. And I don't think Alex had his best tournament here this week.
Probably exhausted from Buffaloes.
Could well be. Could well be.
All right, a little low left. And I mean, these guys have been playing this is their 9th day here through the 3 events.
Yeah.
Shape on the 4. You're able to get shape on the 7 to 10 or bump the stack. But when you're bumping the stack and you're hitting it soft in order to be accurate, and not be like careless. Like playing 9-ball, if this is the 9-ball, that 4-ball, you're probably hitting it a little bit of pace, just go back and forth, not worry about scratching. But now there's other balls here. Okay, so he's just going to shoot the one, really not sell out.
I was actually going to ask you about shooting the 9-ball too, instead of the 4.
Yeah, see, he's mad he didn't bump another ball and give a little bit more love. See, when you plan on moving multiple balls, it's a little bit more high risk. The 6-12 might be lined up to go should he ever get on it, but I'm thinking cut the 7 in. He's going to bump the 5-9, and he's looking to make sure he doesn't give up any hangers because he's, you know, shooting to sell out if you miss, but nothing really goes. Okay, bump the 5. The 4 still goes. He'll hit it with inside. And he'll go bottom rail, side rail, get on the 10-ball, it looks like.
You like going around the table or just drawing up into the 8-ball and taking the 2-ball next?
No, because my nerves, I feel like I hesitate sometimes trying to draw
like
that ball out of
okay.
there.
Okay.
So I go natural. I mean, I should, obviously, if it's a weakness, I should work on it. But playing this game, because I've done a lot of side games, gambling, like this tight table that's right in front of them, and in front of our booth. See,
he did go around. I
and
like
it's
going
a safer
around.
route.
I like going around. My question was, do you like that outside? Because you have the outside English for it. So.
Yeah.
And yes, I agree. The nerves can kind of make that shot a little bit harder, and you end up spinning the ball more and then missing it. The other one's easier to aim.
Warren already off to a 4-0 lead.
Yeah, but Shane's got this bank shot on the 13 ball.
Sorry, I know somebody else who had a 4-0 lead on him earlier, and he was shaking his head, and he ended up losing 3 games to nothing.
I think he banks this ball and follows it for the 10.
Which ball? The 13?
The 13.
Well, he's going to have to hit it like a pool bank, hit it kind of firm and stiff it, because his cue ball's a little high.
He does know that he realizes that if he banks this ball and misses it, it's Quayton's. So do you sacrifice and make the 4-ball with a 10-ball and get that 10 out?
Yeah, that's tough. I wonder if you can. He's got to elevate his cue. Play the 13 to the top side of the 4. Play one of those shots.
Take it out.
Where you take it out, but you might even make the 13 the other corner into your pocket.
Let's watch just how he does it and which ball he uses. Looks like he's using the 10. He just
opened up too much.
He just went for it.
Yeah.
He just
Warren's going to say thank you. I'm going to take a 1-0 lead.
He needs 4 balls. And as commentators, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you. Thank you very much. Gives us someone to talk to. Watching some of the best players in the world.
And Mason, if you're tuning in, but I'll do my best to keep you glued in.
Mason?
Yeah.
Little shout out. Which ball does he get on here?
I'll tell you what, he might be looking at banking the 8 and being real safe. I think the 13's in the banking lane, so I mean, obviously the given shot is low right. Hit it with enough draw. He might go rail first.
Rail first and try to get past the 13, so he either gets on the 13, the 3, or the 15. He's going to just draw it over by the 10 and just come up. It'll come up naturally, kind of like that. And there comes the little bump. Now he opens up the 12.
Yeah,
he'll have that.
Slide to the 6, and then he's
exactly.
out.
And it's whose rack is it? Whose break is it?
Warren won the lag, so it'll be Shane's break.
I was kind of laughing because I was saying that's what Warren will be saying. Whose break is it? And you just answered the question. Perfect. Yeah, Warren's just pretty much. Thank you, Mr. Van Boening. Backs you flow just a little bit. And I believe he needs
Game
one.
number 1.
Game number 1 goes to Warren Kiamco. Shane has won this. This is the 9th day here at Griff's.
He's won all week.
He's won all week. He won the bank pool. He won the straight pool. And he's worked his way back into the final. And it's possible that he can win all 3 U.S. Open titles held in the 9-day period that we held these.
Yeah. You know, it's got to be rough when your bad habit is winning. He's a real big pain in the arse.
It gets to a point where, you know, you start wondering, is everybody else playing for second place?
Not quite.
Not
On
quite.
an international tournament.
No, correct.
But it's
In the
great
US?
to it's great to see in our own backyard. You know, it's like being in the presence of our everyday MJ.
The presence of, well, Shane, don't listen to this. It'll go to your head. Greatness. He's playing the 7 ball. Or is he playing the 15?
12
Combo.
ball. Oh, 13. Move it. He's got to be careful of that cue ball. I don't think Shane can hit the 5.
Oops. I made a major mistake there. I had the pockets reversed. I thought Warren was shooting for the lower right-hand corner pocket. And no, he's shooting for the upper pocket on your screen. But he has left Shane in a very precarious position. One of the first things I do when I come to the table is I sit there and say, where would I want to be? I would like to be beneath the 14 ball. So the next question is, how do I get there? And now I look for shots. Or sometimes I look for the shot first, and if I don't see anything that jumps out at me and says, you can make this for sure, then I look to see where do I want to be.
I mean, I'm seeing a couple of crazy shots that are like sellout central. But Alex would do it. If that 9 ball wasn't there, it'd be a no-brainer. You go 2 rails. You go to the bottom short rail. Oh, he's going to 3 rail it and get behind there. See, I like this shot. Spin it with right, open it, and then it shortens back up and comes in behind. Oh.
Yep, and he gets right to where I wanted to be. Thank you, Shane.
Bink. Well, I mean, he's not out of...
No, he's left the shot.
Warren likes twisting these straight backs. The question is he going to do it with the money on the line?
And is he going to do it with 2 balls in front of his opponent's hole?
Well, the height of the 9 ball, you can hit this ball
Get underneath
and punch over. So you could punch it because you cut the ball and punch it with like center stun, and it'll slide in a straight line, but it's tough to be accurate with everything with all that going on.
I think he's going to just follow this ball and get right there. You go. Did you get a rail? No? Penny?
See, that was something simple and productive.
Yeah, it cost him 1.
Yeah, but it stops the beast from running 8.
So far. It didn't change the layout of the terrain by his pocket. And he's going to go off this 9 ball and just come right back to the same spot. If he can hit the 9. Wants to hit, you know, yeah, he's want to. Does he play the 9 ball? He's just moving the 9 ball to get the cue ball back. I don't think he plays. He's playing the 9 ball 2 rails.
No, it's just sliding to drift the cue ball and freeze him to the 9. Yeah, if you're thinking he's gonna, no, he's just gonna slide off the 13 and freeze him to the 9. See, I know what he's thinking. I just have a hard time executing it.
Yeah, I thought he could see the 9, so I'm thinking he's going to hit the 9 up and come back down behind the 13. Thought he could see the ball. Those young eyes of yours, I know what he's doing, he says. I agree, you do know. Now, what's Shane going to do from here? I mean, what's Warren going to do from here? Shane's left him there.
I mean, it really depends on, like, if you're like our friend Bernie from Phoenix. Yeah, he's got great work ethic. He practices all the 3-railers, the 1-railers. Like, the cue ball is 2 ball lengths outside the corner pocket. So if you're measuring from the center of the pocket to the middle diamond up top where the placard is, to the opposite center pocket, you know, that's your 50-yard line. But diamonds play short, so it comes in about where the 5's at. So if you move over 1 ball length on the diamond up top, you can actually come in on the other side of the 5 and slow roll. But that takes a big set of cojones, or having a screw loose. You know, I probably fit in the screw loose category. You know, and again, you're going to be on -2, which is fine because it's better than letting your opponent sell out 8, but everything is speed from there.
Okay. How do you like just playing the 14? If you can see, it looks like you can see the full 14. Hit the bottom part of the deuce with pace and hit the 2 ball up. The 14 goes 2 rails, says goodbye to the 5, and they leave.
But how hard do you have to hit it? Because your cue ball is not moving and you sell out the cross corner.
I'm going to stop the cue ball right there so I don't sell out the cross corner.
Okay.
If he's straight in, I like that. It's just because it looks like it's lined up for that.
Yeah.
And if it is, it's just a stop shot.
Or it's a small cut. You still do it, and then maybe play the cue ball 2 rails back into the stack, top left.
So.
Lots of options.
Sure, he's got options. All of them have to be executed perfectly.
No way. What are you doing?
He's going to put him in the stack up against the 11-8, looks like.
Yeah. Once we see the outcome.
Yeah. See? That works too.
Yeah. I like it. I like it. It was simple and effective.
He's just going to kick the 9 ball over. But he might give up a bank on the 2. He's not giving a bank on the 2. He's going to try to put him up against the 9. Interesting. Folks, we are sponsored by jhelford.com, Cyclop, Kamui, Predator. Predator is the official ball, chalk, official cue, chalk, and gloves of CueSport International. Simonis Cloth, the official cloth of CueSports International. JB Cases, discount custom apparel. jhelford.com offers, he's got his Pool Wars on sale. Pool Wars and more Pool Wars. 2 books about playing pool. Jay, a longtime pool aficionado, commentator, player. What else does Jay do for pool? He's involved in quite a bit, and he's actually sponsoring these tournaments. Helping sponsor these tournaments. On the rail.
He wanted to get above the 7 ball so he could not shoot the 5 clean, but he's going to realize that he did not do as such.
It sure looks like he can stun this ball and get shape on the deuce.
That'll leave Shane running 9 and feeling fine.
Yeah, he makes that. If he pockets his 5 ball, he runs. Let's see, the 2, the 5, the 2. Depending which balls he wants to get on next, he's got the bank on the 14. I don't think that 15 goes. He can come around and get on the 7 and the 1. So
Oh, wow, he might have got him. No, come on, that ball goes. All right, 7 balls, a ball length to the right of the first diamond. The cue ball is a half a ball to the left of the first diamond.
See 4.
The 5 ball is a ball length outside the corner. 2 ball length, 4 inches, 4 ball length. He can probably see 3/4 of the 5 ball. He might have to spin it with low right.
But he's faced with the fact that if he misses, he goes down 2 games to 0. Could go down 2 games to 0. And even Shane, it's a tall order against a man that shoots as well as Warren.
Okay, so what about slow rolling the 1 toward the deuce and playing the cue ball back behind the 9-14?
How about 3-railing the 9 ball right at that hole and stopping the cue ball right behind the 14?
Because the 1 ball takes away the 3-railer and you don't get it towards the hole, so it's not as effective.
It's going to be going long, and if it goes long, it'll be to the right side of the 7 ball into the rail, and it could hit the 5. It's coming around. Yeah, from where he's lined up, that ball goes by. As long as it goes by the 12, it's going to go into a good place on the right side. He's going to just play the cue ball to the bottom. He may give up the 2 ball bank shot. Oh, look at this. Well, he left the 2 ball open. I think Warren's going to be forced to do something with the 1 via the 2. He's looking. This is the finals if you've just joined us. Warren Kiamco versus Shane Van Boening. He made that look simple. But the balls are still there. So Shane will find a way to put the cue ball back on the other side. Probably just...
If he can, he's going to go lightly off the deuce, bottom rail freeze into the back of the 14, or kick at it if he can't.
They're both on -1, so they've taken intentional fouls to get out of trouble, to put their opponent in trouble. That's what the intentional fouls accomplish. One or the other is the reason for sacrificing the ball. There you go. Up you go, up you go. It didn't go up. Oh, it actually came down there at the end. Can he hold this to make it?
Warren, yes. More normal human beings, probably not.
He's got to hit this with
I mean, I almost wouldn't even bother trying to hold it. I'm just playing the cue ball to hit the 5 ball. And I'm playing the 1 ball off the bottom rail, off the 15 or the 14. So then I have another ball high. The 1 ball pops back off the bottom rail, blocks the banking lane, so you can't go cross corner with the deuce or any of the potatoes by my hole.
I like that, with the exception of the fact that the cue ball can get away very easy off the 5. You're only going to hit the bottom part of it.
Yeah, but I'm lagging
but
it.
You're okay, you're lagging it?
Yeah, I'm not going Mach 2, no. Top, hair of
He's
left.
going rail first. No, yeah, he's going rail first. He's not going to even hit the ball.
Not liking it.
Bank the 5 ball at the
hole
he's at,
fire
and draw
it,
the
swing
cue
it,
ball.
twist it, shout it, do all about it.
Just draw it back and make the 1, leave the cue ball there, and the 5 ball comes back and hits the cue ball in.
They're both 0-2. The way that 15-14 setting and the 1 ball being where it's at, he might be able to bank it firm and straighten it out. I mean, you sell out the 9 dead to rights.
Mm-hmm. So you're going to...
I'm not saying, I'm just shouting out options. I'm not saying what I would execute.
Yeah, no, I just
No, I would slide bottom rail, long rail, and freeze into the back of the 9 or the 14. Hit it lightly with a hair right. Just play that cue ball to basically get to the long rail, and the right will carry it higher.
Well, see, he could easily just jack up and come back and make the 1. Elevate his cue, draw the ball and make the 1. But what does it get him? 1 ball, and then he's in the same location, so he might as well look to do something better. Looks like he's going off the ball and up against the 9. Or up against the 14.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
Yep.
Apply pressure.
There's 4 balls that Shane is protecting by putting that ball there. And the only thing Warren can really do that I see is pretty much contain him for the shot, but he can't do anything about the 1, 5, and deuce.
Yeah, I mean, Shane's got him wrapped up so well.
So as long as, you know, Shane will take a foul before he lets him shoot at those balls. He'll keep him contained until Warren is faced with taking a flyer. Would Shane want to guard against him taking a flyer?
So he's going to play the cue ball off the 9 to that first diamond, basically, under the 14. Anything further, he can twist the 14. Yeah,
Oops.
see, he didn't get enough left on it. Shane's cutting this ball in, or maybe even playing the cue ball off the 5. But I'm saying he's cutting it in.
A little bit of spin for position on the 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4. What did he do? He couldn't spin up with that?
I think he had to hit it with the hair inside to twist the cue ball, and he thought he was probably going to get a little bit better lead for the 14.
Well,
yeah, because, I mean, if you twist it, I'm looking at the delay on the TV. Twist it, use the 5 as a stopper, and lightly cut it. Yeah, see, he had to hit it with that little bit of pace. He still banked the 14 in. Swisheroo.
looks like you can see it.
Might see how he's walking a little quicker. I tell you, he's going to get pumped up. And notice how he steps back, keeps his feet together, and then walks 2 steps into the shot.
Free shot routine.
Yeah,
fault.
everything.
Oops.
No love. Now he's not.
Now he's walking slower. So when he sees something he likes, he goes after it.
Oh,
When he
yeah,
doesn't, he
yeah.
kind of lingers back and reviews it. He'll go off this ball and just lay the ball right in front of Warren's hole. Where's he taking balls at? He's just going to softly go down there. There you go, up against the 9. That's important. When you're moving at this pace right here, putting that ball up against the 9 is so important. I think Warren goes off the 9 ball, 2 rails right back into the stack. Careful not to catch the corner of the corner pocket, the upper one there that you see. Kind of nice you did that.
I would say that's some pretty good speed.
Well executed. It's funny, whenever I see little cubby holes like that space between the 6-2s, 8-3, I like parking the cue ball in there. It fits so well. It's like a little house for them to play in or play out of. You might bank this one. I mean, it's 3.
Yep.
Yep. Got to be careful to make sure you stroke the ball and not punch it and double hit it. Well, he says, nope, I'm going to go down and come right back up against the 10.
Yeah. So while they're trying to re-rack the balls, how y'all doing today?
Well, we're all going to play pool in Las Vegas this summer.
That's for sure.
Got 2 huge tournaments for all the pros, and we've got 2 huge tournaments for all the pool leagues.
All the Joes.
All the Joes, pros and Joes. And then there's also 2 U.S. Opens coming up in August. The U.S. Open 10-ball and the U.S. Open 8-ball championships.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to try and talk to the powers that be and be like, I'm going to be the introduction. I'm going to be the mic guy. I'm going to be like, let's get ready to run balls. Sorry, I was tooting my own horn. Yep.
Did you hear what he did there, folks? It wasn't
run
get ready
balls.
To rumble.
That's
run
exactly
balls
what we're
is
doing.
What he says.
That's exactly what we be doing. All right, so I'm thinking Warren's going to look. Does the 1 go? Does the deuce go? Once that touches, opens up, he might bank the 6 ball.
Think he goes for the 6?
He might. I'm just saying. I'm not saying he's
no,
going
no,
to.
no,
I'm saying he might.
I got you.
Because, I mean, you can skim the bottom of it, leave him on the bottom rail.
I like kind of just going off the 6 and trying to go right back into that 1 ball. Just straight across. It's tough to do. It's really tough to do. No, just same difference. All that happens July 17th through the 27th, all that pool here in Las Vegas. The BCA Pool League World Championships, the USA Pool League National Championships for that 10-day period. And then there's a Diamond Las Vegas 9-ball open, 25,000 added, 128 player limit. Go to playcsipool.com for all your information for events and what's going on with the BCA pool leagues and the USA pool leagues. A wealth of information in that website, from rules to events, upcoming events, to history of events. Brackets can be found at ctsondemand.com. And right after the Diamond Las Vegas 9-ball open, 25,000 added, CueSports International and Predator Group combined are bringing you a $100,000 added tournament, 64-player invitation bowl, the 22nd through the 26th.
Shane won the last game, right? Or is this still the second game?
This is still the second game.
Yeah, I was checking.
By the way, this is a race to 4, as you can see on your screen there between the 2 game scores. It's the 3rd game.
Wow, Warren taking an aggressive kick shot. Still getting a little bit of love. He got shape just barely on the 6 ball. I'll tell you what, he got lucky to make that wired kick. If he can successfully, he might play the 6 ball, come across and get shape on the 7, knowing that if he doesn't, he's got shape on the 8. And getting shape on the 8 makes him separate the 9, 10, 11.
Coming across and just nibbling the 11. It looks like the 6 ball goes right by the 4.
No, he has plenty. He's debating his cue ball.
Oh.
Draw back, get shape for the 15 because it's close. It's close to his work. He's only got maybe half an inch. So good contact, spin through it. Because he owes 2, he needs 10. He's got 1 down, missed it. And that ball spots up for Shane.
Oh boy. He says, yo, one dude. It's okay, I'll spot it myself. He's not even going to trifle with it. He's going to lay this cue ball on the rail for the, or close to the rail.
His ability to close is so strong.
I tell you, his intensity just kicks up. You noticed it in his walk. You said you noticed it in his walk.
Well,
I noticed it in his whole demeanor, and when he approaches the table.
He's treading, but watch when he moves quicker. He doesn't necessarily execute, but he'll move around the table quicker. So he's counting how many potatoes are down low. Warren still owes 1, so we got 8 right there. 1 in the tray, so he can definitely
Getting on a 13 ball. And the 9, and the 10, and the 11. All those potatoes are looking like French fries. Except he has to elevate here. This is a race to 4.
and now maybe shoot the 10 ball instead of the 9, because the 9 ball sends your cue ball back down table. You're already on the 10, so you don't have to worry about the 4 getting you in the way.
Yeah,
and you can draw back, use the 4 as a stopper to have shape on the 11.
I think the 11 ball moves when he shoots it. He should be able to be on the 2 or the 11. If he gets the 4 ball, he's on the 11. No, I didn't move it at all. He's just going to slide his cue ball around. Hits the 15 again for position on the 9. You know, it's amazing. He has no problem shooting elevated or over a ball.
No, it's kind of how he shoots almost every ball. Like, he gets down low and level, but yeah, he has no problem.
And we're tied at 1. A game apiece.
And much like I said last set, as he made quick work of Gabe, I'm pretty sure he's not from this planet. I think he is an alien.
You heard it here first.
Yeah. Pretty soon NASA's going to come knocking on his door.
NASA?
Yeah. They're going to say, do you have another passport?
What is it with Will Smith and...
yeah, Men in Black.
Yeah, Men in Black. That's what I was thinking of. There's a new one that just came out with
Yep.
that. Yeah, somebody else is starring in it. Yeah, we got a little scared. Somebody was asking if it was the third game, and it kind of confused us.
Warren's not happy with how high the 8-ball came up and how high the cue ball came up because Shane's going to bank, move, and if I had to guess, bank it with top. Perhaps a hair left.
Go right over. No, he's going to come to the bottom of the table.
Oh, okay. Pardon the yawning. You heard it.
There we go. Tried to open up some balls to his side. That's not going to go in. It's just going to go out of play. Look at that little circle the balls there on the spot are from this view.
Yeah.
Looks like a reverse 6. I'd like to park the cue ball in the middle there, and then you'd have a pretty good shot on the 15-10. Just all kinds of things to look at. I think Warren wants to protect the 8-ball, so he's going to go ahead and hit the 10 to the 9 and push the 4-ball open, actually, if he hits it pretty hard. There you go. Oh.
And stuck his cue ball.
Yeah, stuck his cue ball, but
Made a 7.
well, I guess he's okay. I thought for a second he tied up the 4-8. He did not. Shane's trying to disturb that to make sure it's not dead. I think he did a pretty good job with it. He's going to bank the 2-ball into the 1, into the 6, excuse me. Nope, he's going to go up high with it, put the cue ball into the 6. Just I say just. Can you draw the cue ball off the 6 between the 12 and the 13 ball?
Off the 6 between the 2?
Yes. Go right between the 12 and 13.
Him, yes, because he's not from this planet, as we discussed. Me, not so much.
I'm not sure he's got the room there.
I'm standing up. There's a much bigger gap than what we can see on the TV screen, so it's a little bit deceptive. I mean, his accuracy, there's 2 ball links. Is he fitting 1 ball link through that window? Yes. But he's going to kick 2 to 3 rails and manipulate the 8 and the 4.
Yeah, he wants to disturb him. There's 2 dead. There he has. There he is. Now he's tied him up effectively. You have your foot there. Thanks.
I'm over here ruining things in the booth.
No, just kind of like limiting my movement by stepping on my cord. Perfection. He's effectively tied up. Warren's. I'm going to go off the 4-ball and come over there and try to make the dead again in front of my hole.
Yeah, I'm hitting him real light, but with enough pace to actually he's thinking about moving it further the way he's cueing. Yeah.
He did the same thing. He wants that. Yeah, he wants.
You don't want that 8-ball to show.
It's okay. Off the 5 to the bottom rail. Spank the 2-ball out of there over to your own side, and the 5-ball goes to your own side. He gets that cue ball by the diamond there, the first diamond by the corner pocket. It's a good place to be. You can get there off the 9. You can get there off the 5. He has other things in mind.
a couple of things. I mean, for Shane, he's just got so much firepower. You never know.
Well, I just don't see a possible shot down here.
I almost like making the 7 up top, just spotting it. He's going to play your side. He's going to play the 5.
To the bottom.
Bank the deuce.
That's all. I'm just after getting the cue ball there. And both balls went to his. Basically, the 5 now plays to both pockets. But it's a threat to his.
I'd be curious if Warren can play the high side of the 3 ball off the 15 and make it. Or no, that's Shane's pocket, excuse me. That's a bad shot.
Yes.
I don't think he'd be looking for it. Maybe just go up and touch the 9, and that's why he's standing there seeing what Shane can bank from there.
I'm trying to see if that 11 goes by the 12 and you can bank it at the 8-4 and draw the cue ball with a little bit of right low English and go to the left.
It's running into the 12.
Yeah, I think it looks like
it's running into the 12,
okay.
But I don't think he can do enough because he'd have to hit it with low left. So when the left came back to the bottom rail.
No, he wants low right, so he can go to the left. So he's just going to move the 9 ball and possibly give up a bank on the deuce.
Yeah. Or maybe even just skim the 3. Okay.
Well, I think Shane banks the deuce and leaves the cue ball on the rail.
Yeah, now that 2 ball was, before it was stuck out there. But since he's moved it, it's a good shot because then you leave a 3 ball combo that's slightly offset. And you got a ball with your hole by 2 blockers, the 9 and the 5. Depending on where your cue ball is.
Well, he's got to get it on the rail, otherwise he gives up the combination.
Yeah, but the other side is if he underhits it, he sells out the cross corner.
Sure. Yeah, I think it's too delicate. Well, this shot's no bueno because the 9 ball's in the way anyway. Coming over. Where's he going to go from here? We've only got 2 more U.S. Opens left for the rest of 2019. The 10 ball and the 8 ball. August 8th through the 13th, they both get played right here at Griff's. Proudly presented by CueSports International, as John likes to say in his introductions. And by the way, he calls us esteemed colleagues. Okay, Warren's approaching the table and trying to see what he wants to shoot here. 3 rail the 8 and play the 4.
Oh, yeah. No, the deuce is blocking the 8 from going the 3rd rail. I was thinking of some funky stuff. Like I'd go 3 rails with just the cue ball right above the 8, a little bit of left, freezing to the back of the deuce, but the angle's not there. You'd have to hit the 8.
You know what, folks? Mitch is sitting in the booth now. I'm not sure how often he's sat in the booth, but I think he's hallucinating.
I am. No, really. I'm on some good stuff.
Hang around me long enough and you'll go crazy.
No, I mean, like I reiterate,
shot.
One pocket is definitely a game that is much, much more enjoyable for the consumer when they're playing it, not watching it.
Yes.
Especially when you've been eliminated from a tournament and you're watching both the people that beat you
play each other.
Oh, so frustrating.
You know, the way you could think about it is, okay, here's what I would do, here's what he is doing for both of them. and say, okay, so this didn't work for me, but that worked for him. Why?
I'm banking the 9, and now don't get it twisted. I'm banking it to play the cue ball specifically behind the deuce.
Oh,
I'm not banking it straight back to my hole. I might bank it in a straight line to the 13 to slightly touch the balls, protect my balls by my pocket.
And that's just what
This is what he's doing, but his cue ball leak out, guess what? I'm across corner to 4 ball.
I don't think he's got it. He's pointing.
Oh, he wanted his cue ball by the side, so he didn't sell out this bank.
Oh, yeah, I guess he did sell it. I wasn't sure he could see the 4 ball on the upper side of it. He's going to run and try to run. No, he couldn't.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, no, he couldn't. He just didn't go for it. Oh, did you go off the 8 real soft and go up by the 9, by the 1 ball? In the corner pocket, over to the right, on top of your screen. Or do you go off the 4? He's going off the 10.
Oh, other than bumping that 9 ball, this was a pretty effective shot. Other than bump now, here's something that George just said. Oh, he's not even looking at it. He's just going to take the 8 out. I was going to say, he's susceptible to play that 9 ball because as well as he does shoot jacked up.
He doesn't want to go down 2-0. They're tied at 2. I think Shane wants to just win this 4-1.
Excuse me. Having a little heartburn. Well, I would thin the 15 ball or the 14 ball, play it with left so it straightens out in line with the 15, but not obviously too hard because then Shane will just cut the 3 in. Maybe enough left to straighten out with a 3.
You play the, can you see the 14 ball?
Yeah, if the 3's not in the way. If it is, then obviously
Off
maybe
the
play
3.
the 3 and
Yeah.
run into the 14.
He's going off the 11, it looks like.
Okay, so he opened him up, brought his cue ball back. His cue ball getting a little lazy.
Yeah, he wants to.
You used
wants
to have that
cue
sucker
ball.
freeze to the rail so you
Yeah.
can't return. Do the same thing. Make it easy to climb backwards towards that bottom rail. Yeah, it's tough. You leave a guy on the rail, he's only got a third of the cue ball to work with.
And if you don't get it to the rail and he has to draw it, he gets to dig it out. Oops. No problem.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Warren. More balls going to Shane's side and Warren on the bottom of the rail. Me, I did it earlier in our set, and I had him ahead both games in the ball count. Actually, I think about against both guys. And I'm kicking, freezing the cue ball to the back of the fort in the 14, taking a foul.
I'm going off the 3 for that. Putting it there.
Yeah, George made a valid point. Go off the 3.
I don't think your position is strong enough to take a foul. You might be playing the 4 ball. Oops.
And again, his cue ball's not on the bottom rail.
Well, you know, Shane thanks him for that shot. He's going to find himself up against the 11 and the 15, I think, right tucked into him. I don't care about where the 12 ball goes. All I care about is putting the cue ball between the 11 and the 15.
All right, I'm going to step out of the booth for a little while. Let Ben go ahead and take things away.
Mitchell got tired of talking to me, so now we have Ben Sutherland. Just like that. I like that shot, just like that. Because now he's in a little bit of trouble. He's going to open him up more for Shane. And now just look at the strength on Shane's side. Look at the balls over on Warren's. And that's going to cost him one on top of it.
All right, good to be back here.
Welcome back, Mini Breaks.
Thank you, sir. Give Mitchell a little break.
You guys eating all the cookies already?
I just had
Did you
the
eat 'em
one.
all?
I just had the one, yeah.
So did I.
But it was a good one.
Well, look at this table. How much it favors Shane.
Shane must have our top left pocket as we view the screen.
Yes.
Just getting into the booth here, so.
Yeah, the 3 balls by the spot on the lower part of your screen there favor Warren's pocket, but the 5 balls up a ways there favor Shane's. So basically the left side is Shane's, the right side is Warren's. The one thing I do like, and actually they both have it, the 13 and the 6 ball are both good for both players. The 13 plays to Warren's pocket, the 6 plays to Shane's. Only difference is Shane can play the 6 ball if he gets that bank and play the cue ball to the to the right side. Not anymore. He's put the 4 ball over there to block that.
And he blocked his bank lane there and left an opportunity for Shane.
Shane's going to play this ball off the 4 and back towards his pocket, I think, or he's just going to roll up beneath it. He's just going to roll up beneath it. There you go.
All right, Warren, what do you have for us?
Back twist.
Spin the 4.
I don't think he can do it.
2 ball looms.
Mm-hmm.
He's shooting it up there, is he?
He's not shooting it all the way back down, though.
Nope.
The further this ball comes down, the closer it comes to selling out. Every inch is money.
Speaking of money, I think there's a $3,000 difference between the 2 places.
Yes, 3,000. Yes,
And
8,000 for first, 5,000 for second. But I think Shane, by being in this final, has wrapped up the all-around points-wise.
That's just what I was about to ask, if you were touched on that yet this match. Shane, yes.
So he'll get an extra $3,500 for his efforts this week, since he has already won the U.S. Open Bank Pool Championships, the U.S. Open Straight Pool Championship, and is still in contention for the U.S. Open One Pocket Championship.
Yeah, he can do no worse than second in this.
Yeah, so that gets him all the points.
Yep. Billy Thorpe and, well, Billy Thorpe, Gabe Owen, and Warren Kiamco all in contention, were in contention for that as well. Warren was probably rooting for Shane to have a early knockout this morning or last night. Shane said, nope.
I'm coming back.
I'm coming back for it, sir. I want all 3 titles and the all-around.
Yeah, Gabe Owen sent him over to the one lost side, and Shane went over there.
Now, I don't know when the last time these 2 gentlemen faced each other, but I have to wonder if the last time they played was when Warren double-dipped Shane. I wonder if
Andy
maybe...
Mercer?
Yeah, I wonder if... that was over a year ago, and I don't... Like I said, I don't know how often these 2 run into each other. They may have seen each other a dozen times since. This might be the first time, but I got a feeling if this is the first time they've seen each other since then, that thought may have crossed Shane's mind at one point, and he could use that for ammunition. We saw... it wasn't on our stream table, but Gabe Owen defeated SVB earlier in this event. They faced off in our last match, and Shane made very quick work
Of Gabe Owen,
of
yes.
Gabe. So I kind of wonder if he used the previous match, the loss against Gabe, as a source of
Motivation?
motivation to put the hammer down the next time they faced off.
Well, let me point something out Warren has done right here. Warren has effectively changed the lay of the land, and Shane no longer controls the table as much as he did. Now there's 3 balls that go over to his pocket where there were 5. And Warren had 3. Balls are tied up on both sides of the upper part of the table. So which way will the wedge go?
Oh, yeah. I see. We did see that Shane had about
Yeah, he
five,
had a bunch. He
five
had
balls
5,
on offer.
Sure.
At the same time, on the flip side of that,
Warren had 3.
Warren had 3.
Yeah.
And those 3 balls Warren had are now gone. Shane still got, well, I guess one of them's on offer at the moment for Warren. Shane still got, 2 or 3 that could be useful to him.
Yeah. 2 balls played both ways.
Yeah.
And actually, the 3 ball plays as a bank, so you got to guard against that. All 3 balls are in play for both players. Other than that, there's not a lot. The 2 ball might bank to Warren's.
In racks 1 and 2, I'm sorry, I didn't get a chance to watch much of it. Did we see an up-table battle at all?
No.
Okay, and we didn't
Not
see an
really,
up-table
no.
battle with Shane and Gabe either.
Shane didn't give him a chance to get the balls up table.
So I wonder if this
Didn't allow
particular style of play, where Warren is effectively moving everything up table and forcing Shane to do the same, I wonder if maybe this style plays into Warren's favor a little more.
Well, yeah, it keeps Shane from running balls. Shane went 8 and out a couple times on Gabe, wasn't it? I
Yeah.
believe. And this style of play slows your shooters down all the time.
Yeah, so this should play,
It
you would
slows you
think.
down quite a bit.
Shane, very much a rhythm player when he starts running balls. Won't be able to really get that rhythm going. With everything up table, he can't really run too many balls consecutively. So yeah, we're going to see a little more of a chess match. Warren's got a few different options here. Do you like thinning the 2 and coming down, or do you like just
It
kind of
takes
nudging
speed.
the 2
You know,
and freezing behind those 3 or 4 balls?
You got to travel the cue ball 9 feet. Can it get away from you for 3 and sell out something down there? Apparently not. I like the way he used the rail to slow it down.
Yeah, he did. And he brought the cue ball kind of back toward the center rather than on that rail to effectively take, forcing Shane to leave the 3 ball alone, I would think.
He's actually considering banking this 9 ball. Or is he just going to roll up to the deuce on the right side?
Is he trying to make that 2?
I don't think so. I think he's just leaving it there and pushing it out of the way so it can't be banked later. Because where it was before, it banked real nice to Warren's pocket.
A little tough to top from this
Couldn't
angle.
believe it.
I don't know if Warren would take it on, but I can't tell if he's got enough of the 14 to back cut it. Don't know if he would take it if he could. But the 9 might be blocking that a little bit.
Well, if he cuts the 14 to his hole to try to make it, the cue ball runs into the 3. Looks like it goes right at the 3
Yeah,
ball.
it does, doesn't it?
And so if he could bank it back up to where it's at, to where the cue ball is, the 14 that is, and slide the cue ball off the rail above the 3 and back down to the bottom rail.
There we go. Yeah, we can see that he does have enough of the 14, it does look like. If he does decide to shoot that.
He's going to go off the 2 ball and come all the way down to the bottom. He's just gonna ride the rail. Come on down, just like that.
About the same spot he left Shane last time.
Sure. He didn't like it there the first time. He does not gonna like it there the second time. I'm just wondering what he was looking at by shooting this ball. He wants to shoot the ball over by the 3, the 2 ball, and bring the cue ball back. He's going to try to freeze him on the rail. No, he's going to go up. I see. I like that. I like that a lot. I was thinking he's going to bring the cue ball back, but it's much better up there because those 2 balls are protected. Yeah, if he brings the cue ball back to the bottom rail, they just get removed.
Wide open removal for.
And Warren gets effectively gets all the balls up table.
Yeah. Shane, I believe,
See.
doing what he can to avoid everything going out table.
It's moves like this that keep your opponent from getting everything up table. When it's moves like this,
Uh-oh.
the
Uh-oh.
threat, oh my, what a good shot.
How much of that 10 can Shane see?
Well, Shane can see the 12 enough to make it, I believe.
Yep, he's not even looking at the 10. Must not go, or this is the right shot. So we're back to even on ball count and game score.
1-1, 0-0. Corey Dool is in 4th place this tournament, with a payday of $16.50. And then Mitch Ellerman and Alex Paguline ended up 5th, 6th, with Billy Thorpe and John Mora 7th, 8th. Mitch Ellerman and Alex Paguline received $900 for their efforts in this tournament. So 3 days, $900.
Not too bad.
Entry.
Yeah, minus the entry.
So they netted a little bit less than 900 because it cost them a little bit to enter this tournament. But I don't think players like to talk about what it cost them to get in. They like to talk about what they walked away with.
That's right. Well, it depends on the conversation. Sometimes you get expenses and stuff thrown in your face too. How am I supposed to make any money?
You're in Las Vegas. It's your fault you went out and gambled.
Yep.
It's funny. There's companies that won't have their big meetings, corporate meetings, in Vegas because they don't want their employees out gambling and out real late at night.
Sounds like there's some decent logic behind that. What's it gonna be, SBB?
What's it going to be? So we got a little poet here, doesn't even know it. He's looking at. Wow.
Looks like he was shooting a combo.
It looks like he's playing into the 2-ball.
You're gonna go rail first and draw the cue ball back under the 6-5.
No, right. Just going to keep it right there.
Okay.
Get there. No, that's crazy.
Oh, for the
I
8
might
ball.
be verifiably crazy.
Certifiable.
Certifiable. There we go.
Verifiable. I can verify that.
Yeah, I know you can.
I can't certify it, but
I was thinking you might shoot the 8-ball rail first, and the cue ball. You know, he's got to hit it at a good pace to get over shape on the 2. That makes me certifiably crazy.
Yep.
Pretty much.
That 2 wasn't there a moment ago. He played that 2 straight down into the 10-1 area.
No, I'm talking about Warren shooting the 8-ball.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought you were talking
rail
about
first. Oh,
what Shane could have done.
No,
Yeah, that's
no.
why I was a little bit confused, but I'm not going to
No.
question your one pocket calling. I am
Oh, I
the furthest
question
thing
it all
from a
the
one
time.
pocket player.
Is he shooting the 4-ball, or is he shooting
That's
rail
affirmative.
first on the 8?
That's a 4-ball.
Okay.
Ooh, I think he did have enough to get through there. He just overcut
Well.
it a little.
Hello.
He's done well.
You know, one of the things I do notice, Shane shoots so straight that this 10-ball, I think he might take it on. I don't know. Most players don't like this 10-ball.
Now, if Warren had pocketed that 4-ball, would he be looking at the 6-5?
Doesn't look like it goes, does it? Does it look like it goes to like
It's
about 2 inches from the pocket?
Yeah, it
2,
looks
3
pretty
inches?
close.
Pretty close.
Yeah. I mean, we've
But-
been fooled a few times with our cameras this week, but I just wonder. I mean, he's obviously playing containment there as well, but I wonder if that's on offer at all.
Well, what is on offer is if Shane does not execute this 10-ball that he looks like he wants to shoot, He might be looking at, yeah. This
Rail
is
first.
here's your formula, folks. Watch this.
This
See the
is-
slide his hand up and
Yep.
out, and that's where he aims the cue ball, right at that spot. So now he sees where he has to hit on the rail, on the line coming down there. And you see, you can almost mark it. He's going to shoot this. I'm actually with him. I've always believed that this is a good shot to really practice on different tables.
This could be
Because
beautiful.
this comes out quite a bit, especially when you're straight in and you want to get shape on the one.
That cue ball could track
The rail
right
first.
in between the 1 and 2.
Problem is you want to get greedy and you want to put a little draw on it to make sure you come over for the one. He's not. He's just going
Yeah, I think
with
he's going
the table.
in between the 1 and the 2 with the cue ball.
Looks like he has it right about just above the diamond. And that's where he hit. Perfect.
That was
I like those shots.
remarkable shot. By going rail first, he's given himself a golden opportunity to run a few balls
Sure.
here. Had he
Sure.
just gone straight at it, he'd have been stuck
Now-
on that rail.
Here he gets on either the 3 or the 12. I like going 2 rails forward because your cue ball is going to track right at the middle of the table. Just don't hit the 3 ball. I shoot this shot and I use a lot of right English and go 2 rails forward and I run into the 3.
Well, he just tapped the side rail,
drawing the
1
ball.
diamond below the chalk, kind of near that side pocket, is where he tapped. So
Yeah.
I think that's where his cue ball is
Yeah,
heading.
so he's playing shape on the 14 ball.
Oh, I think he hit it a
Yeah,
little.
he's playing shape on the 14.
Yeah.
Now look, it opens up 5 balls for him. 6
That's
if
good
you
'cause
count
he
the bank on
needs
the 8.
6.
Yeah, 6 if you count the bank on the 8. See, when the balls are spread out like this is why Warren was trying to get him down table. He runs balls so well. This cue ball is just
think
on a string.
I think he can draw up for the 3 here. Yeah, he had just enough angle to drift in the right direction.
Now, he could go up for the 11, but I think he comes over towards the 8.
Yeah, he's loading up with inside here. He's coming down, like you said. Boy, he is really loading up with inside.
He's going to have, does the 4 ball go by? It looks like it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's very close, but I think it's there, sir. He would have been okay with either ball, I think. If he landed better on the deuce, he would have been okay either way.
And that was 6.
That'll put him, this 2 ball puts him at 7. Does he play shape for the bank, or does he go up, try to manufacture something with that 11 ball?
I think you play shape for the bank. Actually, he's got
Well,
a
that
steep
cue
angle.
ball,
He's
yeah.
got to hold it.
Cue's coming
So
up
he might
table.
as well go up for the 11.
I wonder if he would like to run into the 9. If he could swap
No.
swap places, put the cue ball where the 9 is, he'd love to shoot that 15, I think.
Do you think the 15 goes? I'm not sure if it blocks it or not. Let's see where he goes. He's going all the way up for the 11.
Well, this is where confidence
These shots like this.
in your abilities, yeah.
And look how well he strikes these balls.
He didn't even hesitate. He knew that's what he missed the
He
shot.
missed
But
the shot. Look at this. Well, Warren
needs them all.
needs them all. He's got the 5 and the 6 that might be able to be thrown into the corner pocket. The 13 is kind of out of play, but still, if you put the cue ball on the side rail, you can bank it to the corner. The 15 and the 7 in the middle of the table there are kind of out of play.
I'm surprised he's drawing it. Okay.
Yeah, he's coming down. He's coming down
It
to.
looked like he was cueing low.
No.
Maybe he was just forcing through it, but I thought he would leave himself down here to bank the 11, which he did.
He did.
I think he may have wanted a little more angle.
Oh, he would have loved to have come down on the bottom rail.
Yeah, he can travel a little more naturally, a little easier back up table that way.
He holds these up very well.
He held it up too
A little
much.
too much, and he's
And if that 7 goes,
got away with it.
I don't believe the 7 does go. So Shane could cross the 13. He could.
Cross the 13, yes. He's going to look at it.
I love Shane's style of play. He's
aggressive.
He's halfway in the back of his mind. He knows what his opponent is capable of, but he knows that he expects to make everything, and I love that. And he wasn't taking any chances there.
No, there wasn't a reason to take a chance.
Played smart. Yeah, I think thinking back on it now, if he was to miss that 13, all balls are in play at that point.
Sure.
It's in a pretty good spot for Shane. It favors him anyhow at the moment with that 13 there. So.
He wants to keep 2 or 3 balls out of play. In fact, if I was Shane, I would personally try to get another ball up into the corner that has no chance of going. And now I'm going to play him with the 4 balls or whatever's left out here, and go that route. See, and Warren says no, not happening. I'm banking this ball. I'm
The
banking
5?
this 5. Oh yes.
Yeah. And rolling forward and covering it up
Yep.
with the 9 ball.
And I think it hits. He's got to hit the diamond with just a little bit of left English on his cue ball. I think it goes. Oh, I think the
He'll hit
spot
this
has
soft.
it blocked. Let's take a look. It's a little high. But now he's got to take the 5 ball out or lose the game. And in doing so, he should give him a bank on either the 6 or the 11. It'll be hard to escape this and not give up a shot.
Oh, no.
Unless you just make it. What a shot. Hey, you stingy bunch of turkeys out there. Give the man a round of applause. That was a great shot.
Yeah, it was.
Now, I'm not talking to the viewers. I'm talking to the fans that are watching this match. My Lord, they won't clap for something like that. What does it take to impress them?
You know, I happened to notice that they got a little bit louder when Shane won a game versus when Warren won a game. I think the crowd might have a favorite here.
You think they want a three-peat? They want Shane Van Boening to win all 3 U.S. Opens?
That'd be pretty.
I wrote
Nobody's
an
ever
article
done
this
that, have they?
morning, and well, he's won
No, but
the
nobody's.
10 ball and the 8 ball back-to-back.
Yeah, but I don't think
Same here
anybody's won
twice.
these 3 back-to-back.
No, because this is his first straight pool championship. They did not have the straight pool, I believe, what, last year or the year before last?
I think
In
2
17?
years ago it wasn't
Okay.
here.
So, but have they done it back-to-back?
I don't think anybody's won all 3 except him. Well, he hasn't,
No, he
yet.
hasn't yet.
If he does today. If he wins this today, it'll be a 3-peat.
I like his chances. You're needing 1 ball. Where do you go with the cue ball? If you leave him up in the corner and you bank this ball down, you're going to be exposing the 7 ball to be cut in. But you're also going to give yourself, if he misses it, a chance to win.
Well, I don't think the bank is on offer anymore.
Oh,
1
and-
rail on the 13.
And actually the cut on the 7 ball is out because the cue ball will run right into the 13 ball and push it towards Warren's hole, almost guaranteeing him a win if he misses. Guaranteeing Warren a win.
Yeah, Shane's got to be a little careful here.
Don't want to hit that. Hello.
Ruh-roh.
Well, we're going to see how Warren runs balls. Shane needs 1. I will say that with Shane needing 1, it puts a little bit of pressure on Warren every shot. As he gets closer and closer, you'll see him slow down. To finishing the run, he'll slow down. Look at this.
Wow.
That's pretty.
That
That's
was-
so
that was
pretty.
Key right there.
He
Does
says,
it go?
I'm not going to bank anything. It
There-
doesn't
that
go,
tells you right there.
apparently.
The
He
hand
just,
flip. We've been seeing the hand flip all week, folks. It's a
A couple of players do that, don't they?
universal sign amongst pool players. The hand flip is a sign of frustration. If this goes, bad news for Van Boening.
No.
And it did.
I think that just spelled Quayton's on the game. But it is a race to 4, so that does not put him on the hill as it would have if it was a race to 3.
Do you know who won the leg?
Warren did, I believe.
Okay. So Shane will be breaking.
If Warren won the lag, I'm not sure who won the lag.
I think you're right. I believe I saw Shane walking away a little discouraged after the lag shot, or maybe that was the match with Gabe. I can't remember.
Warren did win the lag. I just confirmed with my colleague who was in the booth. Straight up for the 7. I'm just going to hit this with a little bit of left English, just a hair, not a lot. Come straight up for the 7.
Speaking of our commentator colleague, these are
Don't hit it.
These are the only 2 gentlemen.
Well.
These are the 2 gentlemen that beat our colleague.
Yes, we heard about that in the booth. But not too bad. Actually, for losing to both of them, he wasn't too sour.
There's no shame in losing to these 2 gentlemen.
No. No. One's 49, the other one's 35, I believe Shane is.
Yes, he's 1 year older than I am.
Okay.
And
did I say 39 or 49?
He's 35.
No, I'm talking about Warren. Did I say 30? I said 49. He's 49.
Yeah, you said 49.
Okay. What do you do here, folks? A Z shot? No.
The 4-railer?
Oh, no.
Or 3-railer?
He's not going to risk that.
Come on, Shane, do it.
Do it just to prove me wrong? Yeah, there's your do it.
Shane over here playing smart shots.
And freezing
on,
the
man.
cue ball.
You trying to win or something?
For those of you that don't play much end game, you should take note here. Watch how these guys position the cue ball and position the 7 ball. No angle. Try to leave the cue ball on a rail. Leave a shot that does not bank to your opponent's hole. See right here, what I would think he would do is bank it towards that hole up there on the right side, right by his right hand. And but you risk making it because the closer to the hole, the better off you are. Now, you see how he made sure he did not even come close to making that ball? Because if you're making it, look what he gives up. Beautiful 2-railer. He's banking this at his hole, I think. No, yes, he is. Look how nice that opened up. That's in.
Doesn't have the legs. Oh, it's got the line, but it doesn't have the legs.
Warren has already made a couple of these shots. He made one to start his run, remember? Yeah, he made the very same shot to start his run.
If I sit,
or close to it.
If I sit back here a few feet away from our monitor, I can't see the 7 ball. I can see a slight glare.
Because of your color?
Yeah, I know that there's the light glaring off the top of it, but I can't see the edges of it. I can see a black line at the base.
He wants to shoot this. He wants to shoot it, but most players would get a kiss on this shot if they shot it. He has to load it up, barely hit it, and slide the cue ball out of there. He's just going to take it out. If it bounces, Shane has a 2-railer. Did not bounce enough.
So Shane just banks away to safety. Back up in his corner. Now Warren gets to...
There's your 4-railer again that you like?
Figure this one out. To Warren's bucket?
3-railer just passes.
Oh, yeah.
And like I said, he's going to...
That's what he was looking at?
Yeah, he's hit it. He's hit it good. Look at this. Shane's cutting this ball in.
I'm glad it's him and not me. I can't see it. Swap it out for the 5-ball or the 3-ball, and I'm a little more confident. And here I am giving away my weaknesses. Although if there's a pool cue in my hand, that's my weakness. He hit it.
He hit it.
Did hit the ball.
Warren will jump all over this ball. Oh. This just got a little tricky.
That ball barely rocked.
No, this does not kiss. He's got a nice shot here.
Yeah, he's in a pretty good spot here.
Yep.
He's got it like this.
Mr. Kiamco for the win here on this game.
Drains it. You hear Alex, I don't know if you guys heard that. Alex goes, "That's dead." As soon as he hit the ball, Alex saw that it was in. Paggy Lyons spectating as well.
Yeah, we have a couple of the players here spectating. We have Alex Pagulayan in the crowd. We have Billy Thorpe, Bernie Pettipies.
Gabe Owen's still around here?
Gabe, I think Gabe left.
I just saw him a minute ago. Maybe he did leave.
Did you?
Thought he was waiting for his paycheck.
Oh, well, that could be that.
Yeah, I've got a good crowd at locals. Some looks like some league players made it over from the VNEA championships.
Trace Kane is out there in action.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He's taking my luggage back to Tucson for me.
Oh, is he? I see Adam Kroll and Joey Chin playing some 10-ball.
Adam was in the tournament.
Yes, he was.
Just keep in mind, folks, Shane now owns a U.S. Open title in every discipline. He is the first player to do so. No one else, I don't think anyone else is even halfway there.
Not that I can think of. He's got I believe five U.S. Open 9-ball championships. That's just ridiculous.
Off the 9 and right back up on top of that 2-ball. That's what I like here. Oh, no, never mind. He can cut the 5. Nope, can't do that. Wow, I almost shot too soon, shot too bad, or shot poorly, and it wouldn't be good. He's going off the 7 or the 8. No, he's going off the 11, just to the side. Says I'm not doing anything fancy, something nice and simple should hold him. I'm just protecting the 9-ball. One thing about Las Vegas, when you're indoors all the time, everybody's air conditioning is set at 72.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not moving around inside and you're just sitting down like we do in the booth, it might get a little cold for you. And you start sniffling like I am.
That table in the background to the right-hand side as you're looking at your stream, folks. Just a couple of local players, league players. Pretty good players, but you can see actually walking past the table right there in the back of your screen. Billy Thorpe was staring at those two pretty intently. I thought it'd be pretty funny if he got up and, "Hey, you guys want to play for a few bucks?" Kind of looked like he was scouting. Yeah, he's just got to hope that they don't recognize him.
Well, one thing, he's not walking around with his shirt that says Thorpe on it.
No, he's not. Doesn't even have a pool shirt or a pool cue on him.
He's got his baseball cap on backwards.
Yeah.
Just enjoying.
Looking like he just left the
hanging
gym.
around, yeah.
Bill and Amanda, if you're watching, hope you guys are doing well. His parents, awesome people.
Ah. You know, Billy played juniors with Ronnie Kidd out of Tucson. He remembers him very well. Yeah. They got along pretty good.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Ronnie sure has come a long way. I remember He was about, I don't know, 8, 10 years old. Couldn't see over the pool table yet.
Played pretty good.
Yeah, now he's spotting me now.
660, 670.
Yep.
Fargo. I play with him on a Masters, APA Masters League. I'm on his team. We come to Vegas together. I'm not sure. You know, I don't know when that is. That's coming up in August.
Quick, yeah. That's right around the U.S.
I'm
Open.
going to be here for the U.S. Opens. May not be able. They're going to get really mad at me if I can't play. I've already missed the last 2 weeks.
Have you?
Yes. So you know what they do is they save them up for me, and I just get there on one night and play all 3 makeups.
Oh, that's cool.
Not a problem. It's a race of 7.
Yeah, I've never played APA, but
It's the Masters. It's a combination of 8-ball and 9-ball.
you know, I wondered if Warren let that leak out just a little too much.
Yeah, he's got
Gave Shane
a
enough to
shot.
cut
And
it.
back again. Look at this.
Yeah, he's gonna hit it. He didn't want to hit that.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
Slow kick to the 5. Maybe tie up the 6-5 so it doesn't go to Warren's pocket in case he gets loose.
Can you shoot straight at the 5 and 2-rail it out? I don't know if there's any benefit in going either route.
There's your answer.
Oh, it looks like he can.
Good angle.
Yeah. I suppose if he does go that route, he'll draw the cue ball under the 6 if it's possible. I don't know if from that angle it's a little
I think I like
questionable.
going up table.
Yeah.
I think I like going up table. I think he could. I wouldn't mind banking this 14, 1 rail at the 11, 15, and taking the cue ball to the upper part of your right-hand screen with a lot of left English.
Loaded up with inside.
Oh no,
That's a good shot.
you could clip the 11. You're gonna hit. You could clip the 11.
You'd have to hit it really good.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna want to spin it up, which means you're sending the cue ball to a pocket. So I like this little click shot right here. See? Pushes it towards the pocket a little and still protects it. What do we do from here? Off the 8.
Got Billy over here. We should get him in here talking on the stream for a minute. He's been traveling with Shane. They've been showing up together every day, leaving together every day. Billy didn't even play today, but he's been showing up and leaving with Shane.
Oh,
Support.
don't come down too far.
Supporting his countrymen.
Well, with that 12 ball ending up there, we might see Shane trying to twist this. I don't know. I've never seen him shoot shots like this, but I think he might twist this 15 ball. And by twist, I mean hitting it up table with a lot of left English and having it come back towards the pocket and clearing the cue ball out of there. Yeah, he's twisting it. He's got that English going.
That's a little far
Yeah,
out.
it didn't twist.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, but it's
Maybe
still
it was
playing. There's balls to push. There's
somewhat
balls
by-
to push.
Somewhat by design there.
Yeah, he didn't go wild with the speed, so
No.
it couldn't leak over to the left side and sell out. And Warren's looking at those. I wonder if he's looked at the 14 to 2 rail it out of there. Just hold the cue ball or kind of follow it. No, he's looking at playing something towards his hole. You see something. He likes going off this 10 ball and coming over by the 8 with the cue ball. Hit the rail and come towards the 8. This could backfire. That 1 ball could leak down.
That's kind of what I was looking at.
No.
Is he going to hit the
I
2?
don't think so. Yeah, he's going to hit the 2, but the 1 ball's coming, but it's not going to come past the 8.
He won't pass the 8, but does he want to move it that way at all to begin with?
Well, he doesn't mind opening up the table because look at the strength on Shane's side, and he's got everything blocked. So he wants to open something up for a shot, and he wants to put the cue ball. Well, remember what we talked about in one pocket. Where do you want? He might be going off the. I like going off his 15 to the 8.
Thin in the right side as you
Then
view
in
the
the
screen.
right side is, you know, and putting the cue ball on the 8. But put it where they don't want to be. They don't want. He doesn't want to be behind the 8. or right next to the 8. What can he do there?
Duck.
Yeah, you can duck back so you can contain, and that's what you want. If you have your opponent ducking, you're liking it. This is dangerous what he's playing.
Oh,
Yeah, this is
my.
dangerous. Yeah, it's but look at the stuff.
Yeah.
11 ball.
Yep.
But look at the strength on his side now. He made something. He put something in front of his pocket. Actually, he put 2 balls in front of his pocket.
What does Shane do here? Does he run forward?
He runs forward on the 8. If he's going for this, he's going to play. He's just a follow shot. It's just, oh.
I almost got away with it.
Almost. Well, Warren is -1, so.
So he'll be at 2 momentarily.
The balls.
You would think.
Yeah, but the balls around the stack are, nothing goes to his hole, so he's going to have to open them up. He's going to have to develop a shot to take care of business with the ball hanging in Shane's pocket. He might do a little something right here.
He could hit the 1. That'd be nice.
You can hit the 13 or the 3. There you go. It didn't open anything up. He tried, though. Oh, is the 1 go? Nope. The 1 doesn't go?
No, it looks like it goes about quarter diamond low.
Yeah. What else can he do? I guess what he has to do is play position for the 14 so that he can bring his cue ball off the rail into the 3.
Can he play position for the 8-6?
8-6, yes.
Pick those off and then work back to the 14?
Well, the
or shoot the
6
14
first.
now and then... No, I think he's got a good angle here with the 15 to drag over.
He can play position for the 6 and then come up for the 1.
How tough of a shot? I mean, it's easy to say from this booth, but to pocket that 15 and draw the cue ball over to the 11. Get that out of the way, too.
Oh, you mean make it?
Yeah, and then play that combo and eliminate Shane's ball. There's a lot going on in one shot, but I just wonder if it's got a favorable angle anyway.
He's not playing it. He's playing position on the 15 or the 6 ball. He's trying to open up the balls. He's opened them up. He's got 2 balls, the 12 and the 10.
Mm-hmm. That's a good shot.
He'll just use some left English, go to the side rail, and go above the 10 for the 10-12. Looks like he'll do. He could do. I don't think he tries to get on the 6.
I wonder if he lands
Lands
high
perfect.
on the 10, he could come down for the 8-6.
Yeah, but see, once he gets on the 6, where does he go from there?
Can he
Depending
come back
on-
up for the
depends
12
on his
then?
angle. You want to play position on 2 balls, not on 1 ball. You want to play position on 2 balls at a time. So if you don't get one, or if you don't like one, you have the other, and you continue your runs. And then from right here, where do you get position for 2?
I don't know. My gut's still telling me I can get the 6 and the 8.
Okay.
I still think I could make his 11 here too, depending on if he's got any angle.
Here?
That's what I'm saying. If there's, it's tough to tell how much angle. If he's straight, then no. If there's any kind of angle at all, I feel like it could be drawn or stunned down into that.
Sure. Now keep in mind, if you make his 11, there's a possibility of following it in.
Yep, that's true.
This is big. He can take a 3-1 lead and be on the hill. He steals this game from Shane. He's looking at 3-1. And Kiamco broke this game, so Shane will be breaking.
I feel like we're missing a ball.
He's coming across the top. He's trying to hit the 3 ball. Nope.
He's got a better angle.
Well, he is eyeing the 11.
Now he's got what I feel is a good angle, but he's got to come at it with a little more speed.
Yeah, and he wants to hold it there
Mm-hmm.
for the combo. That's pretty deep.
Is my math
He's
that bad, or
risky.
are we missing a ball?
Did he owe one before? I don't think so. I think he was at 0. 5, 8, 10. Well, if I'm Warren, I don't think I'm shooting this combo. I think I'm making the 11 ball.
Just don't know if he's got 4 or 5 right now. Maybe he did owe one. I don't know. George's going to step away for just a moment. So you're going to have to deal with me briefly, folks. And while Warren is weighing out his options here, I would just like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Folks, if you take a look at the graphic across the top of your screen right now, you see a handful of companies and entities involved in making this event and other events happen. Thank you, Jay Halford, our host location, Griff's Billiards. We're using the Cyclop Hyperion pool balls, also sponsored by Kamui brand, and the Predator Group, Predator Cues, the official cue glove and chalk of CueSports International. That beautiful blue cloth you see on these tables, that's the Simonis 860 HR. Also want to thank Mr. John Barton and JB Cases. Discount Custom Apparel, check out dcashirts.com. And of course, produced by CueSports International.
Presented and produced.
That's
Ta-da!
right. Thank you, sir.
It's okay.
And just like that, George is back.
Yes, I came back.
I
couldn't leave you guys.
I can't be left alone.
No. you need supervision all the time.
I need constant guidance.
And that is a nice shot. Wow.
And that opens things up.
Does he open this up? Does he go for the shot? He's going for the game. If you're shooting this 4-ball, he's going for the win right here. He wants to run out. Doesn't want Warren to come back to the table. I don't think he's shooting it.
We are still short a ball.
On our scoreboard.
Yeah. Wonder what's going on with that. Yeah. If Warren did owe one, it would have been spotted and taken care of.
Come on in. Come on.
All right. George is going to step back out, and we are going to have Mitch Ellerman back in the booth with me.
Yo, what it is?
What's up, buddy?
What a shot. That was like a frozen pitch from the bleachers.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be 2-2.
This guy, he hits balls pretty good.
Yeah, you know, not bad.
Not bad. It's an understatement. Yeah, we just got an update. The score is actually 5-5 on ball count, so we're going to give...
It's all right. He just needs these 2.
Yeah.
Those sickies.
And Warren went ahead and conceded the last ball or 2 in the run. Everything happened so quickly there. And like Mitchell just said, we are tied up at 2 apiece, racing to 4.
He's like, have you ate yet? I just ate now. Yep.
That's funny.
All right. Mr. Kiamco breaking. So now it's just a race to 2 for all the cabbage.
Having fun with our assistant here, Tim. Doing a good job keeping score, keeping his eyes open.
Shane not happy with how high the 2-ball went. It went a little bit higher, but it's because Warren should be able to thin it, put the cue ball back down on the bottom rail, probably be a little bit more on the defensive side. Me personally, I'm kicking at it, believe it or not. I'm kicking the, oh, he might have heard me. Spin it with right, try and kick the high side of the deuce, cut it, send the cue ball up table. Something like that, but he fouled. He got no rail. Ooh, buddy. That was almost a Caddyshack moment. Oh, Billy Baru. I know, I'm terrible. You can't take me anywhere. So the 7-4 is blocked for Warren's pocket, so Shane kind of got a little bit of freedom to run if he's on this side of the 15. The long rail that's close to where he's standing. You know, Warren might back cut that 15 ball if it's a do or die. I don't think it would be his first shot out of the gate. So you have that much landing space, so to speak, to keep your cue ball safe while you shoot something. He might thin the 15 and try and thread the cue ball under the 7-4, but I think he likes the security it gives from blocking the pocket. If I could, no, that's no good. Yeah, I'm perplexed. I would need an up table kind of view. Play the 15 to the 8 off the bottom 3 balls. No, maybe. But you sell out a cross corner. You got too many moving parts, too many balls moving, cue ball moving, control, all that, this, that, and the other. So
I think this is about the most time we've seen Shane take.
yeah, he's perplexed.
Which means Kiamco did his job well. Got Shane thinking like this.
Honestly, I see nothing wrong with just threading the 9, playing the cue ball to the bottom rail. Maybe slide up on the back of the 6-3. I'll tell you what, there are a bunch of faces I see strolling in here. Look like we got a little bit of action brewing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, Billie Jean?
When pool players come in with a pool case and a backpack,
Yeah, you know, they're
oftentimes it's because their wallet isn't big enough to hold what they're trying to hold.
Yeah, they're going to empty out the kitchen sink. They'll be like, mortgage is taken care of for a couple months. Here we go.
Yeah, that's likely not homework in that backpack.
Uh-oh. All them balls go, and the 9 ball. See, that was too aggressive.
Bank
So
Central.
he makes this cross corner. He takes a 3-1 lead. I know that's a bold statement, but actually, oh yeah, they both hold ball. Man, yeah. I mean, if he slides high, he gets on that 15, the 8, the 5, the 10. The 10 might not go. The 8 blocks it. The 5 might go. And we're gonna see. If that 5 ball go bump the stack. Good night, Irene. Get 9 from there. $1,000 bill. Somebody was just flashing me their bankroll.
Oh, were they?
I think we're having a little bit of a discussion to see who owes what, making sure that our scores on the monitor are all right for you, or what that was from last game. Or
I thought I remember Shane shooting into the stack and not hitting a rail first or second shot, but I was being corrected, so I'm probably wrong. Either way, I will just leave the scorekeeping to them. You're probably right. Yeah.
I'm insulated. Mr. Che asking how I'm getting by without a coat. I got extra layer under this skin. Yep, if you guys should see some of the stuff that goes on in here. I know there's action all across the country, but I'll tell you what, on any given night, there's some good action in this town.
Yeah, I won't say who was involved, but the day I moved to town, I watched a gentleman lose a little over 300K.
Oh.
And the
that
following day, I saw that same gentleman lose a little over 400K to the same gentleman.
Oh. I know what gentlemen you're talking about.
I have a feeling that that money goes back and forth, but I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. No one really keeps track. I'm kidding. Yeah, one night after I put my, let's see, I got off at 7 p.m. I was up here by 8, and in like 3 hours, yeah, lost like 2 years of my salary.
Oh,
I was like, that was a quick 4 hours. Like, I'm going to spend my next 2 years trying to accumulate. Yeah, that was pretty cool. It's like a Homer Simpson. Dope. Dope. Oh, wait a minute. Is he getting a little crazy playing the 6 off the tray? Your cue ball, you better take care of it. And he says, it was a hanger. But now the 13 doesn't go clean, or it might. So he might be better off shooting the deuce and holding his cue ball a little bit. Oh, used all the pocket there. Now, does he draw under and slide the 7 or the 4? Because if he hits the 4, the 7 goes high, he doesn't have a shot. If he hits the 7, it's much easier. I would much rather get on the deuce.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Or the one with like top right, go 2-3 rails. Or even just top left and get shape for the bank on the deuce and roll forward for the 1. Get about the 50-yard line with the deuce. Oh, see, this is way better. Now he's going to get the 12 and the 1. So we got 2 and the 4 up top. He needs 3 balls. So he can even let his stroke out a little bit, go straight top, get on the 14 and the 10. Doesn't even have to bother with low right, getting under the 12 and the 1. Just go straight top, keep it simple. Because you tighten your shape cone. See, he decided, yeah, give me both them balls. See, now you hit the 14 with top, or you can draw. Oh, wait, that 7-4 might have got a little bit easier.
He only needs 2. I think he just draws back for the 1 here.
Or done over.
12, whatever it ends up.
And Warren Kiamco will make quick work and be on the hill, Captain Bill. Ben knows what I'm talking about when I mention Captain Bill.
Oh, yes.
What an out. What an
Beautiful.
out.
Shane's feeling the heat. Warren needs 1. Shane needs 2. Alex says you both got action when it's over.
Oh, that's a fact.
He's so unique, and he's got like a one-of-a-kind voice. I can't even see him, but I know he's here because I've heard him a number of times.
No, you'll definitely be able to hear him. You walk into a room and he's there.
He's extremely entertaining.
All right, now we got to disregard the coin on the low left pocket. That is not this game. That was the previous game, and they just haven't moved it. And you guys are probably picking up Alex's voice on the microphone because he's close to us now.
Should we get him in the booth?
Oh, that'd be funny. Talk about his fellow countrymen. You know, he might not understand this game, but I'm proud of him because he's doing okay, and I'm gonna play him for everything that.
Corey couldn't keep his hands off the trophy there. He was just standing up against the table holding the trophy. Not this time, Corey.
Wow, what a shot. Pretty sporty. Pretty sporty. Now everybody throwing out their usual
He just said I'll play with
heartfelt trying to rob you pool game.
I think he just told him he couldn't play with chalk.
Yeah, no, he said he couldn't play with no tip. Try and draw your rock now.
Try to make anything. It'd be tough.
I'll tell you what, I've been around a pool room all my life. I've heard some crazy stories. Like I heard a guy run out with a broomstick once.
I was just about to bring up the broomstick from our younger years. Removing the bristles of the broom at River City pockets to jump balls.
That thing was the best jump cue ever.
It really was.
That got over a ball, no problem. You flatten out the wooden part of a broom that's round, flatten it out a little bit. Oh, I swear it was.
We used to
get
chalk
over
it
the
too.
ball. No, oh, yeah, we make it a charade.
Yep. Eventually we got in trouble. And
Yeah, the value of a misspent youth.
Yep. Phil Anderson, the manager, bless his heart, had enough of us using his broom as a
He's
jump
like, why
cue.
did I get a splinter? Oh, that's why, because you guys keep beating pool balls with it.
Oh, good times. Just going to freeze right back to it.
Skim the 2, playing between the 9-12. Lock them up.
Decent little shot there from Warren. Referee John Lehman came over to make sure it was a legal hit.
No, he's moving the coin to make sure it wasn't misunderstood for this game.
Just let me have that for a minute, Mitchell. He was killing 2 birds with 1 stone. How about that?
Walked up. Attaboy.
Good shot. I'll take the penny.
Hey, if you're a pool player, man, that's like part of your bankroll right there.
That is my
I'm
bankroll.
speaking from experience. This game 5. Warren broke. Shane broke this game. So Shane's hole is where he's standing, I'm assuming.
That is correct, sir.
A little tired after my butt whooping this morning.
This guy right here.
Yep, he was nice enough to hand it to me 1 cheek at a time.
That's awesome.
Man, I'll tell you what, this is good. Warren's been having him perplexed. Got it back up against the wall. Gonna see some stuff.
Where's that cue ball going?
Twice as nice. He says, I'm gonna leave him high. That's a great cue ball. Now the question is, does the 6 ball go between the 4 and the 11?
That's what I was just looking at.
Because I know Warren will test that theory. The other thing is maybe 3 rail on the 5, but the side pocket comes into play, and you worry about your cue ball drifting into the stack accurately. Like I would hit it half a ball with top left and pray that my cue ball hit that 7 ball or the 8 and just caught it. And again, I'm not necessarily swinging with so much effort to try and make it. Oh, he's going to play the 3 off the deuce. Just stick his rock. You hit it too hard to try and draw it, you sell out. See, that was great. And then the 2-ball come up, act like a blocker. And he says, go ahead, Shane, cut the 5 in.
And Shane's going to say, okay.
Well, actually, now that, you know what, we see how far that 5 is off the rail from my point of view. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's pretty far out there, so.
That's about 6 inches.
You never know.
5 inches.
He might be like, sign me up, sucker.
Now, can he spin over into the 12-9 area? Maybe manufacture something with the 10?
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what, your arm got to be stuck on good and sturdy.
Shane looking at the 15. Is he looking at playing it, or is he just looking at...
Honestly, now that I'm looking, he should just bank the 4 and move it to his side, move the cue ball to the side rail. If you hit the stack, cool. Or the heck with it, just make it in the side, just move the cue ball to the side. I mean, Warren's going to 2-rail the 6 after that, but the deuce is in the way.
Shane's shaking his head a little bit. Can't quite figure out what he wants to do yet.
I'll tell you what, Warren's been having him perplexed.
Yeah, Warren's been very impressive. He played a bank shot off a nipple last night that shocked me. Oof.
Yeah, you and me both, buddy. You and me both. It really shocked me. I felt like he went bowling.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, that was a rough roll for you last night.
That's all right. I like rolls. They're good. High in carbohydrates.
Leave it to Mitch to take it back to food.
What?
Talking about potatoes all week.
You know, everybody loves potatoes.
Yeah, I'm a fan myself. All right, Warren, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Bank the 11 under the 3?
Oh, bank the 11. Slide the cue ball under the 5. Yeah. Nope. Too hard. No, he got him by hook or by crook. He's not happy with his cue laying on the table. Because now Shane might be able to spin, kick the 3. The 15's wired off the 5. And then your cue ball goes up high above the stack.
He's gonna shoot the 12 and play into the back of the 3.
He's looking at moving that stack. He really wants to move some balls. He might bank the 12 into the 15-5. I'm telling you, that 15 ball or the 5 look dead. It's just the cue ball going forward enough to not sell out the 3. Or, yeah, you might be right. He might play to the backside of the 3. Yep, Ben called it right.
I believe he's done pretty well to cover the 15 and 5. Warren obviously could go, I believe, rail first under the 3, but there's no reward in that, I don't believe.
Well, if he can go rail first and get under the 15,
yeah.
If that 15 ball, let me see, Warren, get out of the way. Oh, he's got room.
Yeah, he does.
He might be able to go rail, 15 ball, back to the rail and hit it soft enough to not scratch. But if it moves back in line, Shane might be able to twist that 3 ball. Yeah. It's still a...
If the cue ball stays frozen on the rail, Shane will have an even better angle to
Yeah,
twist that.
if it goes cue ball, rail, object ball, rail, and maybe like point, then you're in a good spot. So.
So Warren mentally dissecting this rack, trying to figure out his plan of attack and making sure it's the smartest one. He obviously knows who Shane is. Give Shane one ball, he's liable to take them all.
Oh, that guy, yeah, he's an alien.
He is certainly subhuman. Something else.
Dang.
What do you think about that, Mr. Van Boening?
That was, well, you know what? See the height of the 12 ball? If you punch it with middle left, you go above the side pocket, you can bank the 12.
Yeah. That's certainly an option. Shane hasn't.
But if you cue it any lower than that, your cue ball slides straight across, bumps the 11, you solo. See, that's where he's looking. All right, what do I do? What do I do? Do I leave you here? Do I leave you here? Do you like it right? That's what I thought. I'm sorry, am I too animated?
No.
I'll try and tone it down.
Not at all.
I mean, or if you're going to take an intentional foul, 2-rail kick to the 9, 14, and the 1. Just rest him on the stack and say, have fun. And then he'll probably return, serve, and come up with a similar shot.
We got a good view of both players. Warren anxiously awaiting his return to the table. And Shane is shooting at this 12. And Shane has decided to stand back up and hit the reset button. So after getting down on the 12, changes his mind, readdresses the table. Thought he was going to get back down again. Just can't figure out what to do. Mitch put it pretty well when you said Kiamco keeps finding ways to.
Yeah,
leave
if
Shane
you can get this
perplexed.
guy to itch his head, man, whew, you done something good. I feel like I'm Wile E. Coyote and he's a road runner and he just beat right past me every time. Hey, mentioning Mr. Anderson, man, the Boston Bruins 7-2 over the Blues. You know he's happy.
Yep. Awesome. I just got an interesting little, pretty cool piece of information. Shane Van Boening has the all-around bonus locked up. He can do no worse than second place in this event. He's taken first place in our other 2 events this week. He wins a $3,500 bonus and an entry into the Predator World 10-ball championships in July. However, Shane has already been invited to the Predator World 10-ball championships in July.
So you don't want to occupy 2 spots is what you're saying.
Warren Kiamco has second place for the all-around locked up. And
so he'll absorb the invitation is what you're saying?
He does. I was just told from Ozzy Reynolds that that Warren will be given that entry into the World 10-ball Championship. So that's cool. He also gets the $1,500 runner-up for the all-around bonus.
Well,
so
you know, I think that makes for a good little trip.
Yeah.
Make about 5 figures for the week.
Yep, not a bad week.
I don't think I'd be opposed to it.
Mm-mm.
What a shot. Bank for another little effect. All right, go ahead, Shane. Bank away. I'm actually, I'd be surprised. You should bank the 10 ball. But wait a minute. I'm over here. You're over there. I'll let you do what you're going to do.
Well, just go over there and tell him, Mitch.
Yeah.
Go let him know. Shane, what you're doing is wrong.
I'm sure he's got his hearing aid on.
Well, he said he's got your number, so just send him a text.
Yeah. Sent to you, Van Boening Express. Ha ha.
Oh, Mitchell.
I'm sorry. I'm a terrible comedian,
That's
guys.
awesome.
See? He's going to go ahead and bank the 10.
Yep.
I just think of things at 0.2 seconds. Doesn't mean I execute them that well. Oh, come on. You know you're shooting it. Top left, float, get by the 6 ball. You shoot the 4 if you swish it. You really rather just leave it hanging so he has to come down and try and take it out.
He doesn't risk selling out the 4 or the 6.
No, you're lagging it. See, he's elevating so he can really get enough spin to spin the 10. And he's just going to die on the head rail. Ooh, he hit that ball bad.
Sold out the 6.
It's because he elevated, though. If he stayed level, it's fine. What the?
I thought, to me, it looked like the angle, he had to hit it hard to get that 10 all the way back down there. It almost looked like there was almost impossible to prevent that cue ball dragging over like that. I would not going to question you or him, but that's the first thing I saw.
I would absolutely question me. I got a couple of loose bolts.
Couple?
Oh, yeah. Now, if you're not liking any of these, I'm slow rolling off the 5 and freezing them to the back of the 10.
I like the 6.
Yeah, I mean, you're supposed to shoot it. He's just wanting to see what he can get after it. Do I go all the way down, get on the 10, bank the 10, throw it back into the... Do I play the 4, think I can slide under the 5-15? You know, whether it hits the rail. That looks like if it touches the rail, it's going right into the 10. Equal distance. 4 ball there, corner pocket, you're cutting. Cue ball comes high. Yeah. Cue ball would come right towards the first diamond, or maybe the 1.5 diamond above the corner pocket, hit the 10 full in the face. Or hit the 5, come into the chalk a little higher. And the only reason I would shoot the 4 versus the 6 is because you're conducive to executing the cue ball well. Here, you're kind of, okay.
He's not playing the 6, is he? He's playing the side of it. It's a good shot, but I'm a little bit surprised.
No, he got the lead for a reason, man. He played a 5.5-hour match. He was down -3 to 6 in the ball count and won that game.
This is true.
In the words of John Malkovich in one of my favorite movies, Rounders, kid's got alligator blood. I'm dropping a bunch of. I'm sorry, guys. I had no life. I like watching movies, and I'm sorry you're feeling the repercussions of my actions. Skimmed it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Bank the 5 to the bottom half of the 10. Mach 2. 15 goes up table. Kind of stop the rock. And 10 goes into the stack.
Bank the 5.
The 15, excuse me.
Why wouldn't you just shoot it straight in?
That's not his pocket. See? Moved a couple balls loose. Everything goes to his hole. Next to nothing goes to Shane's.
Yeah, had a lapse for a moment. I thought that was his pocket.
I'll learn you, buddy.
Thanks for correcting me, pal. For a moment, I thought that was his pocket. That's why I said uh-oh on the prior shot.
Hey, will somebody do me a favor? Will y'all sleep good for me tonight? I ain't done that in a minute. Y'all just tell me how good it felt to get some sleep. Uh-oh. Little switcheroo off the 15 ball. Whew. So close. All right, so force follow the 12, play at the 2 rails, and know that you're taking the 15. Or, this one's scary, go ahead and cross the 15 to make it. Play the cue ball, just miss the 12, and play it up table. Yeah, see, he's doing a smart thing. Hit it with a bunch of gibberish, leave the cue ball there.
Hit it with a bunch of gibberish.
Yeah, see, look, he took every ball out of there. Said, go ahead, you want to shoot, bank.
Looking for the head nod from Shane. A little half turn where he's perplexed but thinking. I know you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. I like banking the 1 and just playing the cue ball to the rail up there. Put another potato on my side, maybe take the 6 with it. Try and give me a couple of straight backs if he leaves my cue ball at the bottom of the table. You can hear Alex giving us some background sound effects. He's such a likable guy.
Yeah, he really is.
Nobody got anything bad to say about him. I would say that we'd invite him here in the booth, but I don't think he'd be up to it, and I think he'd be wolfing at either one of them if they want to play.
There's no telling what language might come through the microphone there, too.
Yeah, he'd be like, either one of you mother flowers, put up your dukes. We go to battle.
Although I think the fans would appreciate anything he had to say, even if it was.
Hey, yo, AP.
Adrian Peterson?
Yeah. He'd be like, I'd take his bank account.
Yep. I wonder if he would want to jump in here for a minute. That'd be pretty cool. Just to.
You want me to give up my spot? You go. Yeah. Alex. All right.
You want to jump in with him?
Oh, I don't. All right. We got guest commentator Alex Pagaline coming your way. Would you like Ben? Here, I'll let you sit with my boy Ben.
Sorry. Alex, go ahead. Hi, everyone.
Alex Pagaline, how are you, sir?
I'm good. Ben?
How
Ben,
are you?
right?
Yes, sir. Good to see you again, brother.
You too, brother.
How is
so what
everything?
we got here?
We got the finals, Warren Kiamco versus SVB.
Yeah, another accomplishment for VB. V. 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 There you go. Also to Warren Kiamco. I mean, he's come a long way. He's playing good, and he learns a lot, especially this year.
Yeah, he's been extremely impressive.
Yeah.
We had a marathon match. I don't know if you were here for it, between him and Gabe Owen.
Oh wow.
5.5-hour match that was.
Well, I can see that happening because of Gabe. Is almost the old school way,
Mm-hmm.
which is he moves really good, and Warren Campo is not far from it. He likes to moving also.
Yeah,
But anyway, now we're here in the final. What do you think of this match?
I couldn't be more thrilled, buddy. And I want to wish you a congratulations on your big win here last week.
Thank you.
Glad you made it here in time for this event as well.
Yeah. Okay, now I can see here. I don't mind banking the 6 there and towards the 10 because he's not giving anything away. So if he makes the 10 and then probably get possession for, I don't know, he's not giving anything away. So bank the 6 towards the 10. I think that's the shot.
Where are you taking your cue ball on that one?
Okay, either I go in between that 4 and 14 or 1, or I go in between that, even if he hit the 14, it's okay also. Well, he probably didn't see the shot, and he's going to go the safer route. But I think I will go for the...
Bank the 6 across into the 10?
Just hit the 14, right? And
use the 14 for the cue ball?
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like this shot because
It's
it's
not horrible.
not
too
horrible,
bad.
not bad. Maybe I'm wrong. But the problem with that is when you're giving a guy like Shane to maneuver the cue ball, give him a lot of option, he could be trapped the next shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a
So you want to limit a guy like Shane to what he can do because the guy is such a talented and straight shooter, and
You guys have had a number of battles.
yep.
You're going to be out here for the U.S. Open 8-ball and 10-ball in August?
Yeah, I'm gonna be in that one. I'll be here before that though.
The Diamond Open and the
World 10
World 10-ball?
Yes.
Awesome, awesome.
Okay, so I think he's gonna skim the 7 ball and put the cue ball in between that where the 2 chalk is.
Along that long rail on the right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good shot. He's going the other way, doing something with the 10.
No, he's just gonna skim the 10. Might be a better shot than mine. Cue ball. Cue ball.
I think he's just
Wow, that's a good shot.
good. And he's got coverage, too. That 10 ball's
Yep.
protected.
Now Shane is in trouble. Not really. Yeah, he can bank the 12 ball and put the cue ball right by in between the first and second middle diamond. Be all right, and bank the 12 towards your side.
Kind of looked like he was looking to do something with the 14 there.
Yeah. One thing about one pack, when you're playing for a long time and you use your brain a lot, it's kind of like sometimes you get, you don't see a lot of shot. You know what I mean? You got that fog in your brain. You know what I mean? What do you call that? Brain fart? Yeah.
That's a good one. Yep.
Yeah.
Get a little foggy and
Yeah.
kind of miss a shot or two or miss seeing a shot that you probably normally would have picked up.
So especially this game, you're using a lot of your brain. Is kind of like it gets a lot of you. Like it's tiring, like mentally. So you see the 12 here.
He didn't even look at it. He had his heart set on the 14. Oh gosh, that's going to cost him.
Yeah, that's it might cost him the whole match.
Trying to take the 10 out there, and yeah, you called it. That could cost him. It should surely cost him a few balls.
Yeah.
But
Well, this rotation player, they're very creative of running out, so I won't be surprised if Warren Kiamco run out from here.
No, I don't know. Maybe you do. Probably not. But I don't know when the last time these two players saw each other in a tournament match. But I do recall seeing them play in a bar table event here at the Andy Mercer event. Last year, Warren double-dipped Shane in
Oh,
that
yeah?
event. So I wonder if they've seen each other since then, and if not, I wonder if that kind of plays on Shane a little bit. Maybe he can use that for, motivation.
Probably. And Warren Kiamco is well known to as a giant killer,
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna play the 14 and then play position for the one. So he leave himself a good angle like a straight pull and then draw it up. Shoot the one, draw it to the 9 ball. So, he overhit it. He overhit it. He overhit it. He overhit it. Oh well.
Yeah, he's shaking his head a little bit. He's not too happy with it.
Well, if he can see that 5 ball for the bank, that will be a good shot to play for the bank. And if he can, I don't know if he can, he got to be perfect on that 5 ball. But that's a winning shot there, I think. But I think he have enough angle. I don't know, might draw it to the 4.
Draw back. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Was drawing back for the 4. I think that's the route I may have gone. No, I'm not a big one-pocket player like you guys are, but I do certainly give it my all.
Okay, he's gonna play position for the 5. It looks like it. You have no other option.
All right, I am going to actually step out for just a moment, and I'm going to put Mitch back in here and let you two giants pick this one apart for a moment. Alex, thanks for hanging out with me for a minute. And we'll get you out of here in a minute. I know you got a lot going on. We appreciate your time, bud. Thank you.
So now I can't see this good from here, but I don't know if he can play the 5, 5, off the 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it doesn't look like it. But what about playing the 7-8, seeing if it touches the deuce and freezing to the back of the 5?
As much as possible, you don't want to touch that, because the reason why
Nothing
I
goes
said,
to Shane's hole?
yes, you don't want him to
Give him no air.
that you don't want give Shane one bullet to beat you. You know what I mean?
So what about skimming the 7, putting the cue ball up table, and letting the 8 maybe minorly leak out?
No, this one is you can play. You might shoot your shot now, not the one that you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's the one I don't like.
Yeah, no, I can see why. But he did both. I was suggesting maybe just freeze him to the 5.
Right. But this is the thing that you don't want to give
Yeah,
Shane.
then that 7 ball would. No, I hear you. I understand now.
Well,
hit it thick.
And not only that, he sold out.
Yeah.
And nothing goes in his hole still.
Yeah, Warren got a good chance to close him out.
Yeah, that's a poor decision by Shane. Now, I think Warren's going to play position for that 12. Yeah, he did.
Well, the 8 was almost froze, which made it tough to make that bank, right?
Yeah, Shane cannot do much here.
So I got a question for you. At what age did you start playing pool over in the Philippines?
I started when I was like almost 11 years old,
Yeah.
just about 11. And then I took the game serious when I was 17, 16.
Yeah, it was about the same for me, but I started when I was like 5 because my sister owned a bar, my dad cooked at it, and I stood on a milk crate, and I always wanted to play.
Oh, yeah.
So it went from Saturday bowling league to Saturday playing pool.
Uh-oh, this is going to be a long game. See, for the fact, I would have shot the 12 there and then leave the cue ball by the middle diamond. And here, it's just basically give Shane a lot of option to do whatever. See, Shane might not see this shot. That 9-3 combination bank towards his soul is there, right?
Really?
Yep. And
Because it
then,
throws?
yeah,
He's looking at it.
they might not see it because this is the thing that sometimes when you're playing too long and you forget things, you know.
Okay.
But the only downside to that is if you,
Or a hair off, you sell out.
no, you're not gonna sell out though. But if you trap Warren will go for that 5 ball bank.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I mean? But at the same time, you're down 42, I think,
5-2.
on balls, 5 to
Yeah.
nothing. Oh my God! I mean, you gotta go for it. See,
He heard you.
that's the thing.
Yeah, okay. And he was able to hold his man.
Yeah.
Now, you like digging this out with low left? Maybe
Um,
taking the 7 with and sliding the cue ball to the bottom rail by the middle diamond?
See, the problem with our angler, we can't see much from here.
Well,
It's
I'm just using the principle of how far the 3
Oh,
ball
there
is
you
out
go.
the pocket. Yeah.
So I will just try to put that cue ball right in the middle of the bottom rail.
Yeah,
And then
that's what I was saying.
knock the 7 ball out.
Yeah, so low left.
Yeah. Low
That way
left.
the left slides off the 3, it
Yeah.
grabs, and then the low lets it slide downward instead of drawing
want-
it. Yeah.
Yeah, you want the
He hit
okay.
it pretty well.
Pretty well. Yeah, pretty good. Now it's a bit. See, this is the last thing I would want to see you guys shoot, like especially Shane. He can like slow bank that 7 ball and put the cue ball right by that side pocket, right?
Yeah.
And if he makes it, it's in the game. If it's not,
Okay, I see what you're saying.
see, the thing is, I know some of the shot here. You just gotta know when to go for it, cause you gotta make sure you know the ball count. Right now it's 5-0 behind, so you need to create something.
Yeah, you got to give yourself a shot at getting an inch.
Yeah, you don't want to put all the balls there because this is not a bad shot. You can bank the 9. The problem to this is you might double kiss and sell the 6 ball out. So I don't know, but if I will shoot it from my money, I will shoot that 7 ball.
Yeah,
At
no,
lea-
I like your shot, especially when you mentioned containing the cue ball to the side pocket. Some
Right.
people would spin it with left, and therefore you climb high and up on the 5 or sell out the 12. And at your guys' caliber, you can't do any of that.
Right.
So you're suggesting hit the ball with right or just straight top?
Well,
Go across it.
I will put a little bit of right and then leave the cue ball right just below that side pocket. I think that he had the right angle for it.
No, I agree. Yeah, after you mentioned it, made tons of sense.
Yeah. Now it's just if you shoot this one, take his ball out. Now you're gonna be big dog because now you need 8, he needs 3. So I don't like that.
So what about just banking the 2 ball up towards your end of the table and sliding the cue ball down under the 6? Like
Yeah,
draw off
that's-
it with low left?
There's a problem to that. Now you're giving him Warren a chance to move all the balls up table, which is
Okay. See, I'm learning.
see the thing is you gotta know the ball count. If you're the percentage wise, you gotta know where you at. Right now, if it's even game, if you're up, that's the right shot, right? See, what's wrong with this shot now is gonna knock the 7 ball out or the 6, whatever that ball is. Now you really need to work for your,
Okay,
you know what I mean,
so
for your
actually,
victory.
yeah, he can hit the 7, play it just before the side pocket, and take the deuce with it and slide back under the stack with low right.
Right. I would just shoot that ball and put the cube right by that chalk, or if it's possible, right? So you don't, you better just make sure you don't give that bank.
What about if the 5-13 might line up with the deuce, shoot the 13 so it goes 2 rails to your side and play the cue
that
ball
would
to
be
the
the
bottom?
shot. Yeah, that's the shot. I don't mind that shot at all.
Okay.
Not only that, you put the 9 ball there. That's your insurance ball because he needs 8, right?
Uh-huh.
So now he can't lose in one shot now.
Okay.
So now that he got lucky that even that 11 ball, I don't know if that goes towards chainsaw, but
Not now that the 7 ball creeped over, it doesn't look like it.
yeah. And not only that, the rest of the ball is gonna come up table now. And Shane, he will have a hard time to win from this spot. Now I know what Warren's next shot after this, and then Warren's gonna shoot the two towards. He's gonna put that two ball towards his side. So
Slide down with the cue ball going
Yeah.
across it, put it down by his side pocket where the 9 just was.
yeah, now we're gonna have a little bit long game here, and which is I like because you always learn from it. You always see shots, right? I'm in that stage that I want to keep learning on this, especially this game,
You and me both.
because now Shane's gonna shoot that 14. Well, actually, I would shoot that 3 because Shane nothing goes to his hole now, right? You have to shoot that 3, but he's gonna shoot the 14 and knock that 2 ball out. Like I said, Shane will have a hard time winning from here for sure. And then obviously he's gonna shoot the 3, right? Or maybe not. He can shoot the 7. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. If I'm Warren, I like cutting the 7 into the 11 with low right
Yeah.
and take both balls to my side and just contain the cue ball. I guess maybe the 13 and the 3 would be easier.
Yeah.
They're
Well,
more
either
accessible.
one. Either one is okay. That's,
Mhm.
uh-oh.
Straight
Uh-oh.
back.
Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o.
Now, does he draw it so he can hit it firm or roll it forward so he can get natural on the 7?
Well,
Oh, he's not even shooting now.
the
Okay.
last time I want to see him do it is bank that third, go for it.
Yeah.
But next shot is 13.
Yeah, like you said, it's going to be a longer game and it's all going uphill.
I won't touch that 11 ball if I was Warren.
So you don't even like going forward with top right,
No.
playing it 3 rails by the side
Now
pocket?
you'll give him more option now.
Okay.
See that? If he underhits this one, Shane can go for that bank.
I'm just happy I'm seeing some of the shots, but yeah, I see your
Yeah.
of the 13
13.
definitely
just,
being more productive.
Yeah, and then it just not. Not, it's not only that. See, he moved that 11 ball, not the 7 ball goes.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter now. I mean, I know those things not well. There's merit to it in the long run. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes you shoot that 11, you get skid, right?
Yeah.
And then you leave that 2 ball bank, and the guy makes 3-4 balls on you, and you're probably nah. But if you would have shot the 11, that would have never, 1,000 out of 1,000, you won't leave the 2.
Okay.
See what I mean?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'm privileged to be able to sit in here with Alex. You guys should be too. He's got so much insight to this game, not only being a world-class player since I've known him since on TV when you were, what, 18, 19 on ESPN?
I can't remember that long, bro.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
Been 2 decades, and he's always a pleasure to be around.
That's a good shot. And not only that,
He was fortunate to nick the 13 and
Yeah,
push it out of the banking range.
and this not only that, Shane could be pretty. He's gonna try to nick that 13, and hoping that he don't sell out the
Okay.
the 2. The 2 is right there, which is he's pretty a little bit lucky that 15 didn't go forward a little bit. Warren will have a shot, you know what I mean, to just bank the 2 and put the cue ball by the 13 ball. Okay, so now you have to shoot the 13. You don't want to give Shane a bank here. Shoot the 13 and start. Nah, I don't like that. See, it's the same concept, but if shooting the 13 don't give Shane any
Don't give him an inch, yeah.
no bank at all. You don't want to disturb that any ball that nothing goes in his hole. You know what I mean? You want to leave that ball there as much as possible.
Okay.
So you always have a free shot to put the cue ball there somehow. Now, look. Now, if you have a chance to bank the whatever the 12 ball, now you can put it by the underneath the 7 ball. Before there's a ball there, you can't put the cue ball there anymore. I know it's a small.
No, but it pays off.
Yeah, it pays off in the long run. The reason why I said that because it cost me a lot of games over the years, you know. So, well, I seen Efren go for this 9 before. It's not a bad choice. He
Yeah,
put
do
it,
you shoot it with top right or spin it with left?
yeah, he spin it with the right,
Okay.
or you can follow the.
He's looking at 2 rail in the 7, thinking the balls
Yeah.
are going to catch him.
I think so.
No, just bank it down and move it. That might have been a good shot. Just because his cue ball has to go up high in order for him to be a success.
Yeah, the problem to this is.
I mean, if he
Mitch,
shoots it.
you're gonna shoot from the rail off from the rail here. Now you're gonna shoot a ball over. Look, you're gonna be frozen to the rail here. This is the well, unless if you're good. I don't know why he played that.
Trying to get something going towards his hole. But Warren's been relentless. He hasn't given anything up.
I don't blame him.
I lost to both these guys, so I mean, they both whooped me pretty good. I know that's not saying much, but
You played good. You lost. You beat me in the tournament. You played good.
yeah, but that's a race to 3. Nobody reads that far into it.
Hey, I mean,
You
win
were
is
having an
a
off
win.
day, just traveled.
It's just like that's not it. I mean, even in my best, I still lose when I play good. I didn't do much wrong when we played. You played good. Even if I travel and you play bad, you're not gonna win.
Yeah.
The reason
thank
why you beat me, you played good. All right. The shot here is. I don't know. Let's see what they come up with. That's not a bad choice. Now he's gonna shoot the 5. Right? I don't know about this. Oh. I don't know why they not shooting. Maybe the 9 is by that jaw. I don't know.
Yeah, it's right by the point. If you get from that view right there, it seems like a third of the ball is right at the point. So it might be able to get out of there, but and do you think the significance of getting that cue ball to the bottom rail while everything gets wedged up there is more crucial?
Yes, because now it's hard to cue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
It's a lot tougher when you only have a third of the ball to work with.
and especially when you need him, we need a lot of balls. You gotta shoot that 5, so you can create a bank towards your hole. I would not move that 14 ball, whatever that is, 15. I would have moved the 5 so later on you can create some bank towards your hole.
Okay.
Because now there's nothing goes in your hole.
Yeah, nothing goes nowhere.
So you need to create something because nothing go. Shane cannot do much.
So do you like kicking it to 3 to
That is-
Warren's hole?
That is the shot. That is the shot. Nothing.
Okay.
That is the shot. You have to kick the 3.
Yeah, you don't know when you're going to get another look like that.
I don't know. Well, they're playing a little bit conservative right now, and I don't blame him. But the problem about being too conservative, you get timid
Mm-hmm.
in the long run. I've been experimenting a lot, and then
Yeah, that's what I was asking you earlier, and that's what you said. You were definitely.
I like to mix it up now, and it's fun for the fans also. You know, I mean, I like playing for myself, but I also like to make sure the crowd enjoys
That's why
watching. You know what I
you're
mean?
always a ray of sunshine. Anytime you're at a tournament, everybody knows you're there.
Yeah, I just want to make sure they enjoy themselves watching too, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
watching a one pocket game is like for especially if you don't know how to
That's
play, kind of
boring.
like boring. But if you know how to play and you're really interested of learning,
Yeah, you
it's
can
the
take
most.
something from it.
I think out of all the Q sport, this is the most interesting game to watch if you know how to play because there is so many choice and people have different opinion to everything, right?
Yeah, or styles or
Style. So you hear like two sides of a story, a two scenario, and five different answer. Or I would never shoot that, or never do that, and da 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 da. See, for me, whatever works for you, do it.
yeah.
When they used to watch me play, and I mean, especially the old school, right? And I go for a crazy shot like Corey, same thing. They always criticize Corey, but when you make it and
Yeah,
start
you
winning,
look like a genius.
they don't criticize him anymore. So this is the game of patience. I wonder what happened there.
Uh, Warren was elevated out of the jaws, played the 6 ball
Yeah.
to go across it and play up, and he hit it thin, and the cue ball come 3 rails and sold out a cut shot for Shane.
See, this is the problem with Warren's side. Although he had all the balls up there towards his side, but nothing goes in his hole, which is
Yeah, now it's just getting tighter. You got to create some breathing room.
right. Like I said, you just need to create something towards your.
I like you like making the 9 ball and Shane,
No,
and
you
then
don't want to move that nine, but you need definitely you need to
that's the
disturb.
insurance ball that's out of play.
But I will shoot that three and make sure to hit that. Put the cue ball over here so he can't do much. Now he's gonna shoot. Shane just gonna put him down the table again, and now he's gotta shoot from there again. So okay, now that I see Warren's end game, it's kind of like it's not there yet, but the rest of it's pretty good. Because what he's doing now is just
Making legal hits.
and make sure that he doesn't give
He's not.
Warren a shot. It's like Shane a shot. So
So
both of them are actually doing the same thing.
So what about this? He hit that one kind of light. So what about spinning the 3 now,
Yes,
banking it firm, separating a couple of balls, and putting the cue ball down table?
amen. Put the where the cue ball is. You don't want to move that.
Because now Shane can bank it right up to the stack. Yeah, because you bank the 3, the 7 comes out, the 12-5 come out.
I don't know if this is a good idea to tell everything I know. I don't know. It might,
Warren comes back and hears this. Oh, thanks, Alex.
yeah, it might cost me in the long run. One thing about this one pocket, it's so much. There is so much to be learned. I mean, it's funny. People they don't believe me that I learn every time I play.
No,
So,
I extremely believe that.
It's just kind of like there's so many shots out there that I mean, like it's so difficult to know it all. I don't think I can live long enough to know every shot.
Yeah, there's no way.
It's not only that. Not only that you have to think that, you still need to execute it.
Oh, yeah.
That's
And
the
at a high percentage.
and that's the fun part about it. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
So what about banking the 5, cutting the 5 into the stack, low right, going 3 rails down table right where he's at?
Ew,
Go
that's
short
gonna
rail, long rail, back to the diagonal side, right
yeah.
there.
See, the whole thing, what happened here is one shot can change the whole thing, right?
Yeah. Like this.
This is what I mean.
Now Shane's getting one ducat at a time.
Yeah. Now that I can see Warren might lose from here, that see the end game.
So what do you think if you're Shane, you bank the 9-5 combo?
No, he's
Not
not
really.
gonna do that. He's not Corey Deuel or Tony Chohan. Uh-oh. So this is what I do now. I probably shoot that 12. Uh, Uh-oh. Did he sell the 5 out? I can't see it from here. Did he?
Maybe, what, 2 rails? Uh-oh, so ball's up on the spot. Play to the bottom of the table, but now Shane can go straight back with it.
Oh, my God. Oh, he got. Did he? No, he overcut it. Nah, not only that, he left the 9.
Or the 3, yeah. No, you like shooting the 9.
Yeah, not only that, he left the 9. I'll shoot the 9.
He's looking at where he wants to leave his cue ball.
I won't even worry about that.
Yeah?
Now you want to go ball for ball now. If you make it, you need 1. If he doesn't, you
Well, he
just-
needs 3, so if he made it, he'd need 2.
Yeah. Uh-oh. He.
Hit it good.
Now what?
3 rail the stripe by Shane's hole. This is the shot I scratched on Warren against. Oh,
Yeah.
all these bad memories.
This is. You can skim off the 13 a little bit and put the cue ball by.
Now you leave the 13 like middle diamond on the side rail to block the 3-ball banking lane for Shane.
No, I will cut thin the 13,
Oh,
put
that way,
towards
okay.
here. Because the reason why I said that, because now Shane's gonna try to knock the 13, and you will have the bank for the 3.
Oh, okay.
So it's a good way of. It's very
So
aggressive, and at the
he
same time, it's most likely to be safe.
So he pointed out to me for you guys is cutting the 13 towards this hole, obviously to not play and make it, but waste an inning so Shane does the same. See, he tried to 3-rail it.
I don't like that.
Yeah, because now it sells out across corner for Shane.
Well, that doesn't mean my choice is the right shot, but I just don't like
No,
it.
no, I understand.
See,
No, trust
because
me.
I think that you got to go up by a high percentage here.
No, no, I understand what you're saying completely.
He hit it fat. Okay, same shot there, kid. Put the 13 towards your hole, and that's it.
Is he hitting that with inside?
Yeah, a little bit. It's not a bad way of doing it. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Now he might pay the price for that. No. Uh-oh.
This is where Shane kind of seems to gain speed when he feels like a person bleeds.
Right, right.
He gets hungry.
Right, right, right. He's one of those guys.
You just never stop.
No, no.
I felt your guys' wrath a lot.
I don't know.
Oh, we missed it.
I don't like the way he shot that ball. I would have just, thrown right to that.
Just dry to the long rail and stun down.
Yeah. Not only that,
Because that's the timidness that you're talking
Yeah,
about. You're
I
not
don't-
hitting the ball the way you know you can.
yeah, I don't like the way he shot it. I mean, this one, if he gets lucky, he might make the 13 from here. Oh God, what is going on here?
Wow.
Uh-oh. You don't want to give Shane many chances.
Yeah, they're multiple now. This one's a swish. This one's a swish with shape on the bank on the 3. And this is Shane's break this game.
Uh-oh, what the hell happened here? Wow, I was surprised the position here. I see trying to go underneath that tree. What is going on?
I don't know. I think he figured if he could get the other side of it and come out, he'll at least have a bank or a cut. And he wasn't.
Well, I'm seeing a few shots there that I can use later on.
Now you make the 15 with all those blockers.
No, you don't want to do that.
No?
Because he's just going to shoot that 7 and put the 7 towards the hole and leave the cue ball over here down the rail. So this is the shot. You need to create something towards,
Your pocket.
your pocket. I mean, like, you can bank a ball towards your hole.
So do you go across this ball and bank it back towards your side, or do you go, you try and cross corner it with outside?
I will put the 15 ball right by this.
Okay, so you go across it
I'm
and
freezing.
lag it up towards the side pocket and play the cue ball to the bottom rail.
Now, Shane, he did it again.
Yeah, that was the 6 ball that he sold out earlier, but this time his cue ball, yeah, maybe he's just hitting that shot. Straight top, he probably needs to hit it with a hair
I
of
don't
left.
know if he can do this, shoot the 5 ball and run into the 12 and put the cue ball right, squeeze it in there somehow. Can he do that?
Okay, yeah, punch it with middle left and try and roll in there.
Yeah. I don't know if it's possible. I'm not sure. Because I'm not. Yeah, he's thinking about it. Oh, here we go again.
Warren's going to cut this 15.
Yeah, looks like a free shot to me. What do you think?
Oh, I'm swinging.
Me too. I'm swinging. Oh,
Oh, wow, Warren. Come on, bro. Think he's maybe a little fatigued. Been a long day.
yeah, kind of. And it's not that. It's just like he made a couple mistakes earlier. And he's just like timid right now. I can see it. He's feeling the pressure, which is I don't blame him.
And maybe that goes to what you said is you're all you're doing is killing yourself by slowly putting all them balls out of
Yeah.
play. And then he's giving Shane a couple of inches. And
No,
Shane's likely to take advantage of him. Well, this
Uh-oh.
is a cross corner Warren likes.
Yeah. But
Got to be leery of the scratch off the stack
Yeah.
of balls.
That's the problem here. But he might put a lot of draw on it. He might scratch in the corner. I don't know. Yeah, corner's there. It's been there for thousands of years. Oh, Shane is in trouble. Oh, no. I see the shot now.
You think he's going straight across?
No, I'm just going to put the cue ball in the middle of down the rail and then put the 15 towards his soul so Warren cannot do anything. Well, this might be a cross 3-rail shot. That's
Yeah,
side pockets in
little
the
bit.
way. Side pockets in the way. I mean, if he would have been half a ball towards the
object ball or the cue ball?
the cue ball towards to the left, and then that's, the shot is there. One thing about this game, I mean, this one pocket, you just gotta see the angle, what is possible and what's not. How do you do that? By keep trying them.
Yeah, that's for sure.
He says, Alex, when people ask me, how do you learn all those shots? Well,
I shoot him.
I shoot him like 1,000 times, you know what I mean?
You think he tries to bend it straight back? No.
I don't know what he's going to do here. See, a lot of players will go for this 5-ball here, but this is a very dangerous shot. But trying to bank it?
Yeah, he's going to straight back the 15.
The corner pocket's there, though. Watch this. The corner pocket's here. If you hit it.
Okay, I see what you're saying. If you're online with it, it's no
Yeah.
good.
Okay. You can 3-rail this ball, but you got to hit it with pace.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely no. You let your stroke, and he might even feel better letting that
Yeah, you got to
arm loosen up a little bit.
What is he doing? He doesn't want to shoot for it. This one thing about one pocket, it makes you humble. It's the funny thing. Shane keep having had a chance to go for his soul every time, and Warren is like keep ducking and ducking. Now he's gonna go for this, and then Jane another bank for the 5. Oh no! Oh look, it might be a good. Oh no!
If it gets to the good bottom rail, oh, he got away with it.
Well, I will kick the 5. I mean, I will kick the 14 2 rails though, or the 15.
Yeah,
That's the shot. It's a
Kick
free
to the
shot.
bottom rail.
Or if you're feeling fancy.
Oh, you like spinning behind it and kicking it to your hole?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something that you practice.
Yeah.
He actually might be able to twist it.
No.
No, I'm looking at the table. I see how far the 15 is
Oh,
off
yeah?
the rail. No,
It's
okay, he was
not.
just playing safe.
Yeah, they're right now they're playing.
Warren likes this shot.
Now it's a free shot. I mean.
Yeah, lots of inside.
Yeah.
And where do you try and play this ball past the side pocket?
I just make sure you gotta pass the side pocket. You just gotta put inside, right? And then just make sure you give that speed.
See, a magician never reveals his secret, folks.
Not really. See,
Just
oh
teasing,
my
bud.
God, look at this.
Oh, you think Shane twist the 5?
He can twist this 5, and you know what I mean. Just
What do you think? Does he get crazy and try and draw all the way back?
I don't know. If it's there, go for it. But if it's not, yeah, he's gonna.
I think he can.
Yeah.
The speed to shorten up the bank. See where his cue stick's coming back? He can come straight back. Oh, he just decided to hit it short.
Yeah.
Man. So go across the 5 with right. Try and move it to your side so that way you got 2 balls over there.
Or you want to make sure you go hit it from behind, slow roll it, and Shane cannot do anything.
Yeah, push it. Okay.
Yeah. If you want to, play. Sometimes I go both ways, That didn't come out right.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my God.
And the ball went.
That's the problem to that shot.
So Shane will need the 7, the 5, the ball that spots. That Shane can win the game.
Yeah.
He makes the 7, he wins the game.
Well, I think the cue ball might stay there a little bit, but
No, he floats down to like the head string.
yeah. I think it's going to double kiss somehow. I don't think you have that enough angle, Mitch. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think he's going to hit the 3 full. I'm not sure. Because he's cutting that 7 ball. Let's see. But we will get a shot. If he makes this, he will get a shot on that 2 ball. But he's going to sell out, though, if he miss.
Yeah, do or die.
Yeah, I don't mind. I mean, yeah.
Okay, so he's choosing to leave it.
Yeah, he's going to, I don't know. You're right. He could probably slide there. He's not cutting it. Oh, he hit it fat. He hit
Ginned it.
that one fat. No.
Oh, yeah, his cue went down instantly. So what do you think? Warren can spin the 5 and get the 7 at the same time, or just commit to the 5?
That's a scratch. What he can do, the shot is he just go off the rail, hit the rail,
Okay, bottom rail with
and-
left and just
and then-
kick the 7 over to the 15.
And then Shane will be in big trouble after that.
But you got to make sure you don't hit it too hard to where that cue ball comes back around for the deuce.
Oh, no, you don't want to hit it that hard. That is the shot. You just want to kick it.
So maybe aim at the half diamond.
Oh, he's shooting your shot. Never mind. He was going for everything now.
We crazy.
Actually, he might not be in a by the dia here.
Well, that way it's the same shot that you had, just trying to make the 5.
Yeah.
Yes! You could tell Warren showing some emotion. He knows he's out from here.
What did he do?
He made the 5. He's on the hill. This is it. He needs 2 balls, the 15 and
Oh,
the 2.
this is a hard run out from here.
Alex tried to say that with a straight face. He couldn't do it.
Well, I can see. I mean, I can smell how.
Well, Warren
Warren's-
Kiamco is going to put a stop to Shane's 3-peat right
Yeah.
here, folks. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah. It's a good win for him. Good win for him.
Good win. Undefeated.
Yeah.
He says SVB can't beat me.
I'm happy for him. Not that I don't want to see Shane win, but I'm
Yeah.
happy for him.
Well, thank you for joining us, sir. It's been a pleasure
Thank
as
you.
always.
Thank you, Mitch. Pleasure is mine. Thank you, bro.
Warren, congratulations, sir. Shane? Nice playing. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a nice round of applause for our runner-up in this event and our champion from the Mr. Van Boening? And he is also our overall champion for the 3 events. And now, Mr. Kiamco. Come on out, sir. Warren, congratulations. 2019 U.S. Open One Pocket Champion. And Warren, you came in second in the overall, which means you get the invite to the Predator World 10 Ball in July. Thank you. Congratulations, Warren. Thank you. Guys, can we get a couple pictures, please?
Okay, I'm good.
Guys, together? Yep.
Okay, now just worm.
Thank you.
That's good. Shane, do you want one or you?
Vincent.
I guess Shane doesn't want it.
Warren. Shane.